Fans, how are we doing? Welcome to the Week 7 watch party where we get to see the Tennessee Titans take on the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. And if there's any chance of us turning this season around, we have to win this game. But look, let me tell you from the start, as I stated in the pregame video, as I stated in the NFL Network analyst short video, we're probably not going to win. We're not going to win this game. I mean, we're going to lose this game 9 out of 10 times we play it. I mean, we might get that lucky chance like last year when we versed the Miami Dolphins and we came out and we surprised everybody. We beat them. You know, we came back with the last 2 minutes of the game, but it's not happening this game. But hey, we're here. We're here to talk about the Titans, get this game going, see how we do. See how the future goes. See if Brian Callahan can correct his play calling. That's been atrocious. He's been just being so predictable, scared to let Will Levis cook. And I think Will Levis has been scared himself. This man will not throw it deep. Even when players are deep down the field, open, he will not let it go deep. I know he had the shoulder injury, and that was his excuse after the game, was why he wasn't throwing it deep. But, I mean, you got to try to take those chances. I know he tried one to Calvin Ridley, and he got picked off because he underthrew this man. But, hey, he has to take chances, but he's not in the game. This is something that can be fixed later when he's healthy. This week we got Mason Rudolph starting for us. No Will Levis. So it's probably going to be a more conservative game. But he might have more trust in Mason Rudolph than he did Will Levis. I mean, Mason Rudolph hasn't made any mistakes. He's played mistake-free ball in that one game he did play in. We are, what were you, like 8 minutes till game time, till kickoff. And we need this win because if we don't win this week, we fall to last place in the division. As you saw, the Jacksonville Jaguars did win their game in London. So now they have 2 wins on the season, as we are the only team right now in the division with 1. They won 32-16 to the New England Patriots. We do verse the Patriots in a couple weeks. I'm not sure exactly which date. I'd have to look it up real quick. But we do verse the Patriots, and that's a game I know we can win when we look forward into the season. But I think that and the Jags are probably our only chances of winning any games that we have left in the season, because the rest of the schedule looks pretty hard. And we can go through it real quick. So this week, we reversed the Buffalo Bills. I highly doubt we beat the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is cooking. This man has 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the season. And we have one of the worst turnover ratios in the league. All we have is 1 interception on the year and 1 fumble recovery. So that's not looking good. The week after that, we versed the Detroit Lions. I'm telling you, we're going to get stomped by the Detroit Lions. They are a dominant team. They're a playoff team. They're going to be a Super Bowl contender this year. Like for the NFC, it's going to be between them and even in a division with the Vikings, who's doing very well. It's going to be hard to beat the Detroit Lions. After that, we versed the Patriots. We have a chance of beating the Patriots. The Jags just did it. But then we versed the Chargers. I don't think we're going to beat the Chargers. We versed the Vikings. We ain't beating the Vikings. We versed Houston. C.J. Stroud is too good. I know it's a division game, and they say it's hard to get, for sweeps to happen in a division game. We're going to probably lose to them. We reverse the Commanders. That's going to be an L. Versus the Jags, we might be. We have a chance against the Jags, but we're not beating the Bengals. We're probably going to lose to the Colts again unless Richardson plays. I mean, we might have a chance, but the Colts already beat us once. Then we're probably, we have versus the Jags. We have a chance there, but then we're probably going to lose again to Houston. So the schedule is not looking that good for us. So we definitely got to get this win and turn things around. Hold on, let me fix something real quick. Issues happening right now. All right. Everything's fixed now, finally. Man, that was tough right there. Things started falling apart on me. But yes, so if you look at the rest of the schedule, it's a very slim chance we have any shot of making a playoff or coming out with a decent record. I mean, the only chances we have of winning is probably against the Jacksonville Jaguars when we versed them twice, even though they now have 2 wins on the season. And then against the New England Patriots, who the Jags just beat, because the New England Patriots are a bottom-tier team just like us. We're all in the bottom of the league. We all had 1 win coming into the week. Jags finally got 2. But we're down there with like the Panthers, Jags, Patriots. That's where we are right now. You look at the power rankings. I did a video earlier this week with the power rankings that the ESPN made, we were at the bottom. But hopefully, hey, hopefully we turn things around. I'm telling you, Brian Callahan, he's new to this, right? He's a first-time head coach, first time calling plays, first time being down on the field. He's always been in the booth his entire career. Yes, he's one of the masterminds behind the modernized offense that they run over in Cincinnati. But he wasn't the one calling the plays. This time, he has to call the plays. He has to get used to it. It's going to take time to develop, and he's using that Mike Vrabel team right now. He hasn't got his own team. It's not his roster. Will Levis was not his quarterback. He came into the Titans organization, and he adopted Will Levis. You know, he adopted a lot of things. All he had was one draft to work with, and he had one offseason for him and Carthon to get some free agents on his team that could try to make a difference. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I know they haven't made too much of a difference with, with the free agency. Like, Ridley hasn't been that big of an impact. Boyd hasn't been that big of an impact. The only one who's actually done a lot has been Pollard on defense. I mean, Snead he's been good all year minus last game. But other than that, Snead's been pretty solid. But it has been a tough start to the Brian Callahan regime. And it's going to take a little time for him to adjust. But the draft, though, the draft has been solid with our players. You know, T. Sweat has been probably the best person we've drafted. Latham's been good. I know we haven't seen much of Cedric Gray because he's been injured a lot. But the draft, this is one of the better drafts we've had in a long time. Because if you look at older drafts we've done, I mean, how many players are still on the team from previous drafts with John Robinson? I mean, look, Treylon Burks, he's back on IR. This man has like one catch for 10 yards, and he's on IR. This man is paper mache, and we got rid of A.J. Brown for Treylon Burks. Horrible. Worst decision in the history of NFL decisions. I'm telling you right there. And then what we had, what's the tackle we had? Isaiah Wilson. Talk about that mistake. Isaiah Wilson, dude. He didn't even make it like a season with us. It was so bad. This guy did not want to show up to practice. But that's who we drafted. And then Caleb Farley, another injury-prone player. So all these years of just picking bad over and over again, it's caught up to us. And this is what Callahan has to come into. It's just a bunch of players that we pick up to make a team work because we've drafted so bad. But we're down to 2 minutes before the game starts. So before it gets started, I want to go ahead and insert a plug real quick for everyone listening. If you're not following me right now on YouTube, TikTok, and X, make sure to follow me on all 3 platforms, all right? Because I put out videos all throughout the week. I do shorts Monday through Friday. On Mondays, I do a post-game video. So a post-game video is coming tomorrow. On Friday, I do a pre-game video. But this week, it was late. It did come out like an hour ago. You know, I do work and everything like that. So I was late on it this week. And then on the games, we do a watch party, which you're in right now. And we get to talk about Tennessee Titans for like the next 3 hours and see how they do. So make sure you're following me on all. I know if you were already following me, the names changed. We went through a little name change, right? Before it was Gluglacious. That was the handle. But hey, I changed it. We're going through a rebrand. It's now the What's Up Titan Fan Pod. It's the same on all of them. So no matter where you found me on one, you can find me on all. Go ahead and follow me. And look, and also, if you're in here right now, go ahead and give a like to this video. It helps the algorithm out. It gets people here. The more people like it, the more people are able to come, and the more we can chat. And if you want to, feel free to leave a comment. I read all the comments. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about down below. All right, it looks like it's almost game time. These commercial breaks are almost over. It's almost time to kick off to see how the Tennessee Titans are going to do. Hey, look, the game's in Buffalo, so we're at a major disadvantage. But even if it was at home, I don't know if you've watched many home games, but most of the time, the away team fills the stadium when it's in Nashville. And look, we're supposed to be getting a new stadium. And I know Amy Adams, right? She wants to fill that stadium with Titans fans. She don't want to build a stadium for the away team. So they definitely need to turn this team around. And I know Brian Callahan came in here with all the bells and whistles, right? He was like, we're going to modernize this team, modernize this offense. I'm going to work collectively with Carthon. You know, he used the word collaboration a lot, right? They're going to collaborate with one another. But we haven't seen it yet. But it's still early, you know. When you look at teams like the Lions. Remember Dan Campbell, how bad they were the first year? They ended up with 3 wins. And look at the team now. It's because he inherited a bad roster. He had to build his roster, build his culture, and now look at them. They're one of the best teams in the league. All right, we got some comment from the Dirty Eats Records. Can we speak in German? Negative. I can't speak in German. I could barely speak English. He said, do you can speak a little bit of German, bruv? Negative. You know, my ancestors could because, you know, hey, I come from a long line. Yeah, the family tree comes from that area, right? But we've been in the United States too long. I can't speak a lick of German. Like I said, I could barely speak English. You know, I grew up in the South, so, you know, I got that Southern education. But, hey, I appreciate the comment, Dirty Eats Records. I appreciate it. But I'm sorry I can't help you there, brother. I cannot help you there. But yes, what were we talking about? We're talking about Brian Callahan. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time. You give him a little bit of time, the roster will develop into his team, his regime. It's, you know, but you can't do it all in one season, you know, one draft, one off season, one draft. You know, that's impossible. I mean, you saw it with Dan Campbell, and now look at his team now. Now, what he built his team off of grit. You know, they have a good offense. You know, we have the Mike Vrabel team right now, which is run the ball. Like, Callahan's tried throwing the ball, and it's not working. I mean, our offensive line isn't built for that. We're getting tons of pressure. They can run block, but they're not built for pass blocking, you know, and it's going to take a little bit of time to do that and develop this team to what he wants it to be. All right. It looks like we're about to finally kick off. It's 1:02. Let's see. Oh, it's looking like it's good weather there in Buffalo. We're just saying 66 degrees, 21 mile per hour winds. Okay, hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, how's it been? It's been a minute. Yeah, since we've last met. Yeah, it has been a minute, you know. It's been going good. You know, I did have some time off. I'm not sure if you're aware, but the hurricane did hit my area. And so I was out of power for a little bit, like probably about a week, and then I didn't have internet. So, you know, I didn't stream 1 week because of the power being out for a while. And then the next week, the Titans were on a bye week, so I didn't do a watch party that week. So, yeah, it's been a couple weeks. I was live last week, you know, and I know, you know, it's hard to catch every one of these, but I was up last week. But, hey, it is what it is. I know. Hey, but I appreciate you being here, okay? And I appreciate you commenting down below. Comments, likes, subscribes, all that helps the channel. So anything to help it out. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay from the hurricane. I did evacuate. I went and stayed with some friends. And while I waited for the power to get back on, once the power came on, I did come back. But then we still didn't have internet for like another few days. But, hey, it's all back and going. I just had a little bit of house damage. You know, shingles flew all off the house. I got a little hole in my roof, and the fence looks like it's about to fall down. But I'm doing good. I'm way better off than a lot of people, you know, who had trees go through their house and all this other stuff. So, you know, it's pretty well off. But I appreciate the concern, okay? Let's see. The kickoff's finally about to happen. Hey, okay, what do you think about them Steel Boys, too? They're supposed to be starting Russell Wilson this week, which is wow. I thought Justin Fields played pretty good for him. But that's what I'm pretty sure I've seen that somewhere, that Russell Wilson is supposed to be starting. All right. Josh Allen is taking the field We'll see how we do against him because he's, doing outstanding. Obviously, he's a franchise-level quarterback. This man has 10 touchdowns, 0 interceptions on the season. And we have one of the lowest turnover percentages in the league. We only have 1 interception on the league in the season and 1 forced fumble. So we'll see how we do against this Josh Allen offense. This is a real test to our defense. We haven't really played a good quarterback yet. They just start off with a little run. Yeah, the best quarterback we played was probably Joe Flacco last week. I mean, we did play Aaron Rodgers, but he ain't the same quarterback that he's, the MVP caliber quarterback, and he's for the Jets. Other than that, I mean, who else we had? Malik Willis, Huntley, and Williams, Caleb Williams. I mean, we haven't played good quarterbacks. So I'm slightly worried because last week, Snead, he did struggle against Joe Flacco. All right, 2nd and 5. Come on, Titans. We got to stop Josh Allen. They're doing a run again, right up the middle. Hey, T-Sweat was there to get the tackle, but they still gained a few yards. T-Sweat's dominant up the middle. He says, this is coming from OK in the comments. Fields looks good in all, but won games, and the games we lost were by field goals. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Them Steel Boys, I'm surprised they're going with Russell Wilson because he was so bad for Denver, and he came into Pittsburgh. He hasn't really done anything yet. He didn't even play a regular season game, and they're supposed to be starting him, which is wild. Okay, they got some motion happening. Let's see, Fields stepping back, throwing it. Oh, he dropped it. There we go. Hey, Amari Cooper. Remember, they traded for Amari Cooper earlier this week. They tried to hit him early in the game. It bounced right off of Amari Cooper's chest. Yep, right there. Went through his hands, hit his chest, and bounced out. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, and that wasn't even one of our better cornerbacks on him. This dude named Baker Jr. This dude hasn't he's like our 4th or 5th string. Maybe he's our 5th string cornerback. Yeah, because we have Snead, right? We have McCreary, Awuzie, then Brownlee Jr., then Baker. He's our 5th string cornerback, and they had him on we got a return going. We had him on Amari Cooper, which is wild, but I know Awuzie's injured. Snead's questionable. I don't even think he's going to play. So we brought up Trey Avery from the practice squad, but Mason Rudolph is taking the field right now. We get to see Mason Rudolph. We haven't seen him in a few weeks. He did come in one game after Will Levis went like 3 or 4 with an interception or something. Oh, we had a holding on the punt. Come on. So we're going to start even further back, of course, make things even harder. And it's Trey Avery that did the holding, the guy I just spoke about that we brought up from the practice squad. In his debut on like one of his first plays, Trey Avery committed a holding penalty on the punt return. Hey, it is what it is. But Trey Avery, he's been a long-time Titan. He's been on the team for like 4 years. I think 3 or 4 years, maybe 4 years now. We've called him up many times. We had to depend on him. At one point, he was our starter because in the Vrabel era, we had so many injuries. But luckily, we don't have many injuries this year. We don't have the injury bug under Callahan. I don't think he's pushing the guys like Vrabel was doing. But we're starting the drive on the 6-yard line. We have 94 yards to go. Look, you think the Titans can drive 94 yards? Let me see. Oh, they're moving it now. They're stopping the play. 7.5. They spotted it wrong. So we only have to go 93 yards. Y'all think we can go 93 yards to score? Let me know. Hey, prediction for the Bills-Titans games, 27-20 Bills. Hey, you're being too generous to the Titans right now, okay? You're being too generous. I don't know if we're – oh, hey, little tight end screen thing. We just gained 10 yards on. Look, I don't know if we can put up that many points against the Bills. We average 7. Typically our average, minus that Dolphins game, is like 17 points a game. The Bills are the best competition we've had all year. You think we can put up 20? You really think that okay? I mean, I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate the Titans' love. Right now, you got more faith than I do. But we'll see. I mean, it is Mason Rudolph. Maybe Mason Rudolph can do it, We will see. Because that game we put up 31, that was with Mason Rudolph at QB. We got some play action. Oh, almost sacked. But, hey, another wide receiver screen. We ended up going for about 5 yards. That's a pretty good play. It looked like Mason Rudolph was about to get P-laid. Like, it looked like he'd be he's about to get hit and his helmet popped off. You know what I'm saying? That's what it looked like he was about to do. But, hey, it ended up getting it out quick. It was a screen. Good play design right off the bat, considering we are on the 7-yard line. Good first 2 plays. We knew they were bringing pressure. We did quick little screens. So Brian Callahan is cooking right now with his play call, and we need that to continue. All right, play action again, another screen, and that's to Ridley. Hey, Ridley finally got a catch. He went all last week without a catch. He was targeted 8 times, got a catch today, first drive of the game, but it was for 0 yards. But, hey, it's a catch. He's getting warmed up. It's a catch. He wanted the ball early. Remember that. I don't know if you saw the post-game interview. This man said he wanted the ball early. He wanted to help the team out early. He got it early. So here we go. 3rd and 4. We need to get this first down. Oh, man, the crowd is loud. We're trying to make adjustments. Hey, you notice we are getting to the line much quicker this week. We can actually do things without having to call timeout because of the play clock. Here we go. He's throwing it. Swat it. He tried feeding Ridley again. It was like a comeback route toward the sideline. Really didn't make it. Really needs to come up with these contested catches. I'm telling you. You paid this man all this money. He needs to start coming up with some of these catches. I mean, that was good D by the defender, Johnson. It was good D. But, man, look at our receivers. They were just getting smothered. Like, if you look behind them, D-Hop had a guy all up on him. So it's looking a little tough. We need some separation. But, hey, at least we didn't go backwards. We ended up getting a first down. We started at the 7, made it to a little after the 20. And now we're punting it away. So at least we gained a little bit of net yardage right there. Oh, my gosh, in our punt coverage, we always miss the first tackle, I swear. Every time. Our gunners, every time they run down there, they always miss that first tackle. I don't think I've ever seen them this entire season go down there and just make the play. Tackle the guy right off the bat, chat. It's wild. Let me know if I'm wrong, but that's what it seems like. It seems like every time. Like, our special teams is so bad. You've seen the block punts. You see the bad kick coverage. You see the bad punt coverage. And you see the bad kick returns. I don't know, and punt returns, right? There's always a penalty. Even on this last one, they punted it to us. There was holding Trey Avery. So every single time there's a penalty. It is wild. Let's go ahead and view some of these stats real quick. Let's see how Mason Rudolph did. And how Josh Allen's looking real quick while we're on this commercial break. Mason Rudolph, 3 of 4, 17 yards. No mistakes. Hasn't been sacked. Hasn't had a fumble. His only incompletion was that last one he tried feeding it to Ridley. Ridley does have his catch for 0 yards. Nick Benek has 1 catch, 6 yards. Josh Wiley, 1 for 11. And then Josh Allen, he's 0 for 1. He only tried throwing it 1 time. That was the one to Amari Cooper. And it ended up popping the man in the chest and flying out of bounds. Josh Allen, no yards yet. James Cook, 2 carries, 9 yards. That's where we're sitting at right now. Not a lot going on. Let's look around the league real quick. Check out these other scores. See if anyone even scored yet. I know it's early, but sometimes scores happen this early. And look, it did. You got the Seahawks. They're beating the Falcons right now, 3-0. I would think the Falcons would win that game, but hey, they're losing 3-0. It is still early. Now, probably the game of the week right here. Even though it is an early game, they're talking the Vikings, Lions, right? 2 really good teams. Both teams playoff contenders, possibly make Super Bowl contenders. But they're in the same division, so they're going to play each other a couple times. Right now, Vikings up 7-0, but both teams are looking really good. Oh, we got another take from OK in the chat. Let's see. He's saying, if the Titans would trade for a wide receiver, who would you think it would be? My take is Jack Smith and Jake. I don't think we're trading for anybody right now. Maybe if you would have won last week, but right now I think we are sellers, right? Because we already know the season is a wash. I'm thinking we want to sell. You know, if we have anybody for D-Hop or anything like that, we can't trade Ridley. We're too far in the cap form and stuff like that. But I think we are more sellers than buyers right now, because why would we trade for somebody when we have a losing record and we're not going anywhere? You know, we don't have a chance of catching the Texans. I mean, there is if the Texans all of a sudden have a major meltdown and all of a sudden we just massively improve. But I think we are more sellers than buyers. I mean, I would love to get Jackson Smith and Jigba, but I doubt it's going to happen. I doubt we trade for anybody. I think all we do is just get rid of talent that we acquired. So Josh Allen just got his first completion to Knox. It was about 5 yards, something like that. We just cannot let Josh Allen get hot. Don't let him start cooking. I don't know if you play Madden, when they get on fire, they get that little X Factor thing blinking. We don't want that to happen in real life, I'm telling you. So 2nd and 5, Josh Allen, he's in shoddy. Let's see what he's about to do. This defense needs to step up. Oh, they're running the ball again. Lots of runs. Oh, there's a flag. It's probably a false start. If it stops immediately and a defender didn't clearly jump, it's probably a offside. I mean false start. Yeah, false start. So here we go. Well, that's good. So it'd be 2nd and 10. That helped us out a little bit. We need that because the penalties last week killed us. Last week we had, 130-something yards? Some crazy number in penalty yardage. We cannot allow that to happen again because we need some things good to happen in Tennessee. I'm a Tennessee everything fan. And, look, I'm so happy the Vols beat Alabama yesterday. But the Predators, they're doing horrible. They're 0-5. The Titans, they're doing really bad right now. So the only thing I have really looked forward to is the Volunteers. There was another incompletion by Josh Allen. But, yeah, so hopefully, maybe we turn – we're only 5 games in. There's still lots of season left. We could turn things around. Highly likely, though. Like I said, we're probably sellers. All right, 3rd and 10. Let's go ahead and get Josh Allen off the field. We need to get him off the field to see to give our offense another chance to warm up and not wear out our defense so early in the game. Don't let Josh Allen get hot. Oh, he's trying to scramble. Oh, and he's throwing it. Overthrown, chat. Overthrown. That's what we needed. He started getting nervous back there, started scrambling around. He looked like he was about to take off, but decided to throw it. And, he was throwing while he was running forward. Ended up being incomplete. 4th down, and they're all the way back at like their 20, 25-yard line. So, hey, as long as it's not a crazy punt, we should end up with decent field position, around the 20. Hopefully we don't mess nothing up and get a holding. Last punt, we had a holding penalty on Trey Avery. We always make special team mistakes. Yeah, so the ball's at the 26. We cannot make special team mistakes. Got to give our team the most advantage we can get. Oh, that was a short punt. Short punt came out about the 31-yard line. I like that. So we got pretty decent field position right now. We're not – last drive, we started back at our 7. We made it up to like the 25-ish yard line. But this time, we're starting early. So let's go ahead and look at some stats for this commercial break. Josh Allen's only 1 of 4 for 5 yards. That's the way we play defense right there. And I know it's early in the game, but he's really the only like top-tier quarterback we've played all season long is Josh Allen. Like I said earlier, we versed Caleb Williams. He's a rookie. You can't really judge him too much. We versed Aaron Rodgers, who's not in his prime anymore. He's old man Rodgers, and he's playing for the Jets. He's not having the MVP type seasons he was in Green Bay. And, we played Malik Willis. Now, we made Malik Willis look like an all-star. I'm not going to lie, but it was still Malik Willis. He's not a franchise-type quarterback. Then we reversed Huntley. Come on. Huntley was on the team like 2 weeks. That's why we beat the Dolphins. So Josh Allen's like the first quarterback we've played as an actual franchise, high-caliber quarterback. So this is where our defense can prove it. We can prove, we're good, It is. And we got it. We got another chat. Let's see. Okay, said, if you could recreate a rivalry, what would it be? Mine would be Steelers-Titans. Man, if I could pick a team to play twice a year, just because I hate them. I hate them to my core. And they used to be a rivalry, and they're not anymore. But I feel like it is even when we play them. It would be the Baltimore Ravens, only because I hate the team so much. I would love to have the opportunity to beat them twice a year, all right? And that's why. And yeah, the Steelers, Titans, it would be good. It would be, it'd be nice to verse them Steel Boys. But I'm telling you, something about beating the Ravens twice a year, oh, that would be absolutely fantastic. I'm telling you. That would be one I would want back right there. especially when you talk about all the classic games, the Ray Lewis versus the Eddie George, and then all the stuff that happened recently with them stomping on our logo, trying to tear it up, and all this dancing on the logo and all this other stuff. When they got upset because all we did was huddle on theirs for like a pregame thing, and they got upset about it and had to do this whole comeback thing. They made a big deal about it, I guess, to motivate their team or whatever, and I guess it worked, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see. What else is happening around the league while we're waiting? Oh, wait. Never mind. It's back on. Okay. So we got the ball. Mason Rudolph, shotgun. We're at about the 32-yard line. Oh, a little handoff, Pollard. Let's go. He gained a couple. Tony Pollard's been a solid pickup. You can't really complain about Pollard. He's not the flashiest of backs. But, I mean, he gets the job done. I mean, he's done everything we've asked him to. He's been reliable. He hasn't been injured or nothing. Oh, Duncan got injured. I saw NPF in. But Duncan's horrible. He's a horrible tackle, right tackle. I mean, as soon as he relieved NPF a couple weeks ago, he instantly allowed a sack. And then we had Watson last week who played pretty good. But NPF looked like he's in right now. Oh, another run. Tony Pollard. Oh, that was a good run right there. I think we only got about 2 yards to go for the first. Pretty good run. Oh, but there's a flag, of course. If there's a flag on a run play, it's holding. It's about to be 3rd and long. I bet. Let's see. Oh, they're saying might be against Buffalo. Offsides, chat. Offsides. Wow. That's what we needed. Help your boys out. The refs know we need it. Yeah, we need that. We need penalties to go our way. Last week we had too many against us. We need some to go our way. That's probably the only way we beat the Bills. We had to play clean football. We cannot have turnovers on offense. We cannot have penalties, especially on defense. We can't have penalties, and we have to commit turnovers on defense. It's the simple parts of the game. That's all we got to do. So a lot of our games have been close. Okay, we got some play action by Rudolph. A screen. Oh, my gosh. It was a screen. Their defensive end read it. It was almost picked off. It went right in this man's hands, and he dropped it. Almost a mistake by Rudolph off the bat, dude. He just fired. He didn't even look. I know it's like play design. You want to look like everybody's going to eat. You fake them out with your eyes, and then the screen's to your left, so you just turn and throw it, right? That's what he did. But the guy was standing right there. Yeah. Throwing before you look. Exactly what he did. That is tough right there. But 3rd and 3, we need to get this first down. We got to move the ball. All right, Tennessee called a timeout. The timeout early, I guess Callahan wanted to talk to Mason Rudolph, make sure he's not getting in his head, I guess. Hey, is the Titans offense or defense the problem? Even though both are bad, the defense is worse to me. I think it's been our offense. Offense have been horrible. Our defense, I don't know about after last week because they did bad against the Colts, but we had the #1 pass defense in the league in accordance with passing yards. Obviously in passing like interceptions or deflections or anything like that, big plays, turnovers, we're dead last. When it comes to defensive turnovers. But for the defense and passing yards, we were #1 in the league. You wouldn't think so after you saw Joe Flacco light us up. But our offense has just been horrible across the board. I mean, we had spurts of the running game looking good. 0 passing game all year. And we barely put up 17 points in the game. It is tough. In the game we put up 31. I mean, we ended up getting a safety and stuff like that to help out. And I think a defensive score. So that's basically all we've had, So it's definitely our offense is the problem by a long shot. Offense is definitely a problem. Let's see what's going on around the league now. We got the Seahawks. They're still beating the Falcons 3-0. Bengals, they're up on the Browns 7-0. Browns, they should suck all year long. Deshaun Watson, what a waste, brother. What a waste. I'm telling you. Joe Flacco, Joe Burrow, he's looking good. The Texans, they're up on the Packers. Dolphins beating the Colts. That would be nice if the Dolphins beat the Colts. That's what we need to happen. Vikings, they're up on the Lions, and the Eagles and Giants are tied right now. Let's see. He said the Browns missed a field goal. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Dude, missing field goals, it is tough. We, I'm a Volunteers fan. We had our kicker yesterday. We should have had more points against Alabama. But our field goal, I know he's young. He's a freshman, right? He's like 18 years old. And they brought him out there for a 53-yarder and a 50-yarder. He missed both of them. So we should have had 6 more points. But I know it's a tough kick. It is tough being a kicker in the leagues, especially if you're a freshman in college football. I'm telling you. All right, next play. Let's see if we get this 3rd and 3 for the first down. All right, Rudolph's dropping back. Oh, nice, a catch. There's a few, right past the first down marker, and that's NWI. Now, that's only his 2nd catch of the season, if anybody's tracking. His first catch was last week for a tutty, one of the only tutties in the game. He threw it to him, and it was a good catch in the end zone. I mean, he was wide open. This time, he did a little hitch route, had a couple guys around him, still caught the ball. NWI. Oh, fake pitch. Oh, throwing it to Pollard, and he fumbled. I think that's a fumble, but he recovered it. Oh, they're calling it incomplete. That's good. So we didn't lose yards. It looked like Pollard took a step or two, but, hey, they say incomplete. Incomplete, team. That's all we need. I don't know what he was doing. Like he twirled it behind his back. That's wild. All right, 2nd and 10. At least we got a first down. Give our defense some rest. We're keeping Josh Allen off the field, letting his arm get cold. That's what we want. We don't want him heated, right? We don't want none of that. All right. I see some audibles happening by Rudolph at the line. He's changing things up. Oh, he switched it to a run play. He got 8, dude. He got 8. So it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 11. And, 3rd and long, the Titans have struggled with that my entire life, right? I've been a Titans fan a long time. They can't get 3rd and longs. We've never been a team who can get these long pass plays. I know it's supposed to be the modernized offense. We repeat that over and over again because that's what Brian Callahan put out. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it at all. But we'll stay. 3rd and long. Let's see if we get it. 3rd and 10. They're probably going to try to force it to Calvin Ridley like they do all the time. But let's see. Rudolph's dropped back. He's throwing it. Oh, it got caught. Let's go, baby. Look, Tyler Boyd. He basically ran to the sticks and stopped, right? Long hitch route. Ended up catching it. He ran and stopped. And look, he got it. That's a Titans first down. We actually made it. That's wild. Hey, Mason Rudolph, dude, he's accurate. He did make that one almost interception, a bad decision. I mean, I think it was more play design where he threw it without looking. But that was a good one. That was a good play, 3rd and long. A good run by Pollard. Let's go. Hey, that's about 15 yards right there. Good play by Pollard. Good run. And the thing is, Callahan needs to trust Mason Rudolph. Let this man throw the ball. Don't just deke and dunk and run the ball. He did allow him to throw that 10-yard, 10-plus yard pass, a couple of plays ago. But I know it's because out of necessity, because we needed the first down. But he has to trust him to throw the balls. He's an NFL quarterback, either way you look at it. And he's who we have right now. You got to trust him. All right, we got some motion with Pollard right now. And it's a end around. And Pollard's gained about 4 yards. So, hey, we are driving right now on the Buffalo Bills, our toughest competition of the year. 10 out of 10 NFL analysts said we were going to lose this game, right, when they did their weekly picks. And right now, we are currently stopping the Buffalo Bills on offense. Josh Allen hasn't done anything. I know it's the start of the game, first quarter. First quarter is almost over. But we are driving right now, and Calvin Ridley is hurt on the field. Wow. Calvin Ridley gets hurt. I mean, it's not going to be that big of an impact to the team because this man hasn't done much. I think he has 9 catches on he just caught one this game, so 10 catches on the year. But last game, he had 0 catches on 8 attempts. This one, he has 1 catch on a couple attempts for 0 yards. But now he's down on the field. We got to look at the replay to see exactly what happened. Hopefully he's not out long term. Hopefully it's just like a stinger. Hopefully he just cramping up early in the game. Maybe he didn't drink enough water. Who knows? But Calvin Ridley cannot be hurt a long time. We paid this man like $90 million. Hey, we need him. But if not, hey, I know NWI, he'll step up. He's reliable. He's always been there, stepping up. You know, he's been our starting wide receiver last year on multiple occasions, even though this year he hasn't had much play time. But let's check around the league while we're waiting on this to go through. Seahawks still up on the Falcons 3-0. Bengals still 7-0 against the Browns. Nothing's changed. The Texans up 3-0 against the Packers. Dolphins got that lead on the Colts 7-0. Let me see who they got at quarterback too. See, it's still Huntley. They're still playing Huntley. Huntley's 3 of 4, 30 yards with a tutty. Anthony Richardson, though, wow. So Anthony Richardson's probably one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, along with Will Levis, right? Their stats look similar on the year. Besides, I think Levis has more fumbles because he flicks it and whatnot. Will Levis right now, he's 0 of 4. Hasn't completed a pass yet. I mean, did I say Will Levis? I mean Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, 0 of 4, hasn't completed a pass yet. They were cooking when they had Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, when we played him last week, he looked like a veteran quarterback out there. He looked like he knew what he was doing. He was making good decisions, and I mean that's why he's an NFL Super Bowl winning quarterback with Joe Flacco. Oh yeah, they rolled up on the back of Calvin Ridley's ankles. Basically, looks like that's what happened for the injury. Yep. So we'll see how long he's out for. I mean, I'm not sure what happens when you get rolled up on. He said, all right, we got another comment from OK. Do you think you would be a better DC, OC, or HC than the current ones on the Titans? Man, I think I could do more offensive coordinator, you know. Shoot, I could do some offense. Head coach, man, that's a lot of responsibility. I know some head coaches like ours, he calls the offense. So he does offense basically and head coach. Oh, nice. We did a good little another tight end little screen out route thing to Vinette. Vinette's in a lot this game. Is Chig not playing? Because I've seen Josh Wiley and I've seen Vinette. I haven't seen Chig yet do anything. I haven't really been eyeing down for him on the field to see if he's actually been on the field blocking or whatnot. But it seems like every other tight end but Chig is doing something this game. So let me see. Yeah, I still don't see him on the field. Oh, no, he's out there. Yep, he was out there just now with somebody doing a false start, it looks like. Yep. So, dang. Yep, we're going back 5 yards, folks. But we are driving right now currently on the Buffalo Bills, which is a surprise, I know, probably to everyone, because everyone has us to lose this game. And I don't blame them. Not at all. Yep, people wiggling on the offensive line caused a penalty. But here we go. 1st and 15. You know, false starts, holding plays. They destroy it. They stop all momentum for us. But here we go. Wide receiver screen to Tyler Boyd. Hey, he almost gained the penalty yards back. We're close to it. So that's good. At least we still got something. You know, at least we gained something. We're not negative or getting sacked or anything crazy. That's what we need. Mason Rudolph so far, he's being impressive. I mean, honestly, if Mason Rudolph would have started all season, like to be honest, if he would have started all season, we could be like 3-2 more than likely. 3-2. I mean, we could have beat the Bears definitely. I don't know about the Jets, but we could have beat the Colts definitely if Mason Rudolph would have played all season long. But you can't really have Mason Rudolph as a franchise quarterback. You're hoping you can get the young guy like Will Levis developed. He can be your franchise quarterback. He showed potential last season when he went against the Falcons with his 4-touchdown debut, and then during that comeback game in Miami where he just shocked the world. But we haven't seen any of that this season. Not at all. All right, 3rd and 12. He's been clutch earlier this drive, converting a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. That's far. And we're in the red zone, so the field is, good completion. He gained it. He didn't have enough for the first down. We're a few yards short, but good completion. think we're going to bring out the field goal kicker. At least and our field goal kicker is clutch. I'm talking super clutch. We got Nick Folk from the Patriots a couple years ago. This man has been one of the best kickers in the league, especially on kicks under 40 yards. He has some crazy thing, like he hasn't missed in like 40, 50 kicks or something like that. Hopefully we don't jinx him, you know what I'm saying? But so far this season, 8 of 8 with a long of 53. Hasn't missed yet. And I know saying that is probably the jinx of the century, but let's see. It's up. Nope, right down the middle. We're good. It's good, buddy. Hey, we're right up right now currently on the Buffalo Bills. Who thought that? Hopefully it stays. You know, we can't let Josh Allen come out and cook, but in order to beat the Buffalo Bills, we got to get touchdowns. We made it all the way to the red zone. We need touchdowns. You can't beat the Bills with a field goal. We need touchdowns, which is hard for the Titans to do. I mean, we need touchdowns. We can't just do field goals. Not at all. Let's go ahead and check the stats. It's been a while since we checked the Titans stats. We just did a long drive, went all the way down the field. So Mason Rudolph right now, he's sitting at 9 completions on 12 attempts, 58 yards. Big thing, no turnovers. I got to say it over and over again. He hasn't fumbled the ball. He hasn't thrown an interception. He hasn't been sacked. He almost threw an interception, but it wasn't. You know, so far looking good. Tony Pollard, 4 carries, 20 yards. 20 yards already in the first. Tyler Boyd's coming out hot. He has 3 receptions, 25 yards. Nick Vannett, a lot of tight end screens this game. He has 3 catches, 16 yards, and Josh Wiley, our other tight end, 1 catch, 11 yards. Then we saw NWI, long-time Titan. He's 1 catch, 6 yards. So now we get to see Josh Allen come out on the field. This man's sitting at one completion on 4 attempts for 5 yards. So he hasn't had much of an opportunity to get hot yet, and that's what we want to keep. We want to keep the Bills off the field, keep them 3 and out. I mean, they only ran the ball twice for 9 yards. Total yards right now, the Bills are at 14 yards, and the first quarter's almost over with. That's the type of game we need. We need them to get off the field quick, and we need our defense to make these long, methodical drives down the field, wasting clock. That's the only way we get this dub. And we need dubs because we are sitting at 1-4, last place in the division because the Jags got a lead today. I mean, they got a lead. They got a victory today. So we are last in the division. All right, let's see other scores around the league while we're waiting real quick. Anything else happened? Falcons, Seahawks still the same, 3-0. Bengals, Browns, 7-0 still. Texans over the Packers, 3-0. Dolphins still over the Colts, 7-0. Vikings are breaking away from the Lions, 10-0 right now. And Eagles, Giants, 0-0. All right, here goes the kickoff. Let me get some water. You know, all this talking, get dry mouth. You know what I'm saying? Gotta hydrate. Water does the body good. All right, here goes the kickoff. Our kick coverage, everything special teams is bad. So I get worried anytime I see the special teams on the field. Doesn't matter if we're kicking off, receiving kicks, punting, receiving a punt return, anything like that. You know, I'm worried about the punt blocking. I'm worried about punt coverage, everything. I mean, we haven't had a punt blocked in a couple weeks or a few weeks. It's been a minute, so I know Stonehouse is probably finally starting to feel a little bit more comfortable because when he does punt the ball, this man has to fear for his life every single time. Looking like a windy game. Ball keeps falling off the tee. We had to get a holder over there. All right, let's get this going. Let's see this kickoff. Good coverage. We need it. No penalties either. Don't give them good field position. We got to let Josh Allen earn every single yard. We cannot give Josh Allen free yards right here. He's got to earn it. And I know the Titans record, it looks a lot worse than what we actually are. I know I've lost a lot of faith in this team, and I'm over a lot of stuff, right? I lost a lot of faith in this team. But the record is a lot worse than what the team's been. You know, a lot of our games have been close. They've come down to like a one score. It's not like we're getting blown out. They are close. We're just losing them at, last minutes of the game. Like we were up on the Colts in the fourth, and we ended up blowing the game. The only game we really got beat hard by was the Packers game because Malik Willis did come out so hot. But we had the Bears game in the bag. We were doing good against the Jets. The Colts, obviously, I just said we were close. It was only one game that was a tough one. That record could easily be reversed right now. So 2nd and 5. They did a first down run 5 yards. 2nd and 5, Josh Allen in shotgun. And they're running the ball again. Oh, we brought mad pressure that time. Arden Key in the backfield to make a disruption. Then Harold Landry finished them off. Good TFL right there. We got them just enough in the backfield. It wasn't much. They lost probably like a half yard. But good TFL right there. Our defense has been good. And they need to stay that way. So far, they're looking pretty healthy. We don't have too many injuries on defense besides in the secondary with our top couple cornerbacks with Snead and Awuzie. But other than that, everybody else on the team's pretty good. I know we lost Jamal Adams earlier this week, but he didn't play that much for us anyway. He only played about 20 snaps for us all season long. Dude, plenty of time in the pocket. Oh, my gosh. Good defensive breakup. Baker again, dude. Hey, we ended up getting Baker in the offseason, dude. This guy came from, the practice squad of the Colts, I believe. He's doing good this game. He's actually playing. What a breakup. I am surprised by this Baker guy. Haven't seen him all year because we've had Awuzie, Snead, McCreary, Brownlee Jr. Our secondary is stacked at DB. And then Baker comes in. We call him up, or maybe I don't even think he was on the practice squad. We called up John Avery, but Baker was like our 5th string cornerback, so he never gets on the field. He basically plays special teams. He comes in, and he's doing well for us. That is insane. But anyway, we got the punt. We're returning it. A lot of horizontal play. We made it down to about the 35-yard line. That's pretty good, though. What a start. Oh, there's a penalty, though. I told you, there's a penalty every special teams play for us. Let's see. Holding on us, of course. Holding. You got to love it. It's expected. Every single time. I don't think we can do one special teams play without a holding call. It doesn't happen. It's every single time. So they are back to another break. But let's look at Josh Allen right now. Look. What he's had, 3 drives so far, I believe. Let's look at the play-by-play. It'll tell me how many drives he had. Yeah, so far the Bills went punt, punt, punt. That's all they've done all game. 3 punts. Josh Allen, after 3 drives, sitting at 1 of 5 for 5 yards. That is what we need. The first quarter is almost done, right? It's in the bag. By the time we get done with this drive, it'll be the second quarter. We only got 1:16 left. And we're stopping Josh Allen right now. Bills Mafia, I know right now they are furious because they are a passionate fan base. And they see the Bills, their team, struggling on offense. Oh, they're going to be going through tables soon. But let's see. We got a handoff. No, play action happening. Taking place. Good play action. Throwing it deep. What a shot. Let's go. Chigokonkwo, let's go. Hey, that was like a 20-yard pass. That was the longest play I've seen in a while. That wasn't an incompletion or a interception to the other team. That is good. A post corner route by Chig. That was a good play, dude. He beat their linebacker, whoever number 54 is. He burned him. He could not keep up with Chig. Chig is too fast. Chig got 11 receptions, 57 yards on the season with a tutty. They need to utilize the tight ends more, especially Chig. He is very athletic. Oh, there's a good run. I saw a flag fly out. They made it 9 yards. But basically, as soon as the play started, there was a flag. Someone either held instantly or moved around or something. But let's see. That was a quick flag. Yeah, we got 32 seconds left. First almost over. Illegal shift. Can't have that, team. Can't have that. We go ahead and put a few shares out here of this. You know, try to get some people into the channel, into the chat. We'll go ahead and share some of this real quick. And don't forget, if you're watching, go ahead and share it as well. We need the community to grow. We got to get people in here talking about the Tennessee Titans. You know, it only helps the channel out. It helps the community. Oh, a run up the middle. Wow, Pollard, what a run. We almost got the first down. I'm telling you, we are so close to a first down right now. So close. Okay, I'm trying to get all my stuff situated. Okay, so we are driving right now. We are so close to a first down. Looks like we're about a half a yard from our first down. That was a good run play they did. Good play design. They faked something, ended up handing it off. It was a good play design. Let me get the live chat back opened up on this thing real quick so we can see it. There it is. All right. Around the league in this commercial break because the first quarter's done. We got Josh Allen stopped to 5 yards. One completion on 5 yards. That is wild. But we're going to go with it. Hopefully we stay with that. I know you look at stats sometimes, oh, yeah, you duplicate the first quarter, the second, third, fourth. There's no way. That would be 20 yards for him. Not happening. So around the league, we got the Seattle Seahawks. They are still up on the Atlanta Falcons. Let's see how Kirk Cousins is doing. I got to say, I'm starting to like Kirk Cousins. You see all the swag and the energy he's bringing to ATL. He's got the energy. He's adapting to the city, you know, before you see him in the polo shirts, you know, wearing the khaki shorts and all this other stuff. Now, you look at him now at the interviews, he's wearing the hoodie and the beanie. You know, he's doing the swag thing, whatever it was, the side-to-side thing. Kirk Cousins he's making the city fall in love with him. You know what I'm saying? He's showing his worth down there in Atlanta. And I never know a lot of people wanted Penix at the start, but Kirk Cousins is clearly the guy for Atlanta. And they're up. I mean, they're down 3-0 right now, but they got Kirk Cousins. He's 7 of 10, 61 yards. He can turn it around. It's still a long game. The Bengals right now, they're currently up on the Browns, 7-0. Let's see how Watson's doing. They paid this man all this money. Hey, at least right now he's pretty decent. He's 6 of 7, 37 yards. He's been sacked one time, 6 yards. Joe Burrow, though, 6 of 9, 62 yards, 1 sack for 5 yards. What else happened around the league during this commercial break? The Texans, who we want to lose, obviously. They're 5-1. They're leading our division. Everyone's on the Texans bandwagon, but they're down right now to the Green Bay Packers, 7-3. And the Packers, I know what they're starting Jordan Love again. Is he back? Yes, Jordan Love, 10 of 12, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. What else is happening? Because it looks like the game's almost on. Real fast, Dolphins beating the Colts 7-0. We want the Dolphins to win. Vikings up 10-0 on the Lions. And then the Eagles, Giants still tied 0-0. Nothing's happening in that game. At least in this game, we are showing promise right now. We're driving up the field on the Buffalo Bills. We are currently stopping their offense to only 5 yards by Jared Allen. Here we go. Wide receiver screen, another one. We must have saw something in the film study because that has to be like the 5th tight end screen we saw this game. I mean, we're just throwing these things nonstop, but they're working. They're gaining yards. That was a first down. We gained about 10 yards on it. Josh Wiley out there with the guardian cap, with the pillow on his head. Hey, but it's safety first. You know, that's what Tua needs. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tua needs to be mandated to wear the guardian cap. He's out there free balling it, you know, just a bare head, you know. Hey, he needs something. He needs to be like Josh Wiley. Wear the guardian cap. Okay, we got to run. Pollard up the middle. Pollard is eating right now. He just gained like another 7 yards. Pollard's looking good. Let's look at his total yards right now. Let's see if the stats updated after that run. Tony Pollard, 7 carries, 42 yards so far in the game. That's pretty good. And we're not even halftime yet, folks. So Tony Pollard's looking like he's going to have a good game. As long as we don't get too far behind and we start changing the game plan where we go pass and complete, pass and complete, pass and complete, punt, like at the end of last game against the Indianapolis Colts. But here we go. Mason Rudolph under center, 2nd and 5. We're at the 23-yard line. We're almost to the red zone. Tony Pollard, oh, man. Oh, whoa, he turned something from nothing. He they came in quick on the boy, right? They came in back there. They had him about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He did a stop step, juked around 2 other guys, and was able to pick up about 2 yards. Talk about making something out of nothing. Tony Pollard, what an acquisition he's been for us, especially since we lost a man like Derrick Henry, who's doing great. We love Derrick Henry. He's doing great right now in Baltimore. But we don't want the Baltimore Ravens to do great, right? We want them to suck on this channel because we hate the Baltimore Ravens. But we love Derrick Henry. It's like a love-hate relationship up there in Baltimore. So Mason Rudolph. Oh, he just threw it again. Oh, it was dropped. Tony Pollard. Oh, he might have got injured. He might have got it. There is a flag. Targeting. Tony Pollard. We just spoke about Tony Pollard and how great he's doing. And he might be out for the game, folks. They hit him in the head, targeting. Half the distance to the goal. So if we don't have Tony Pollard in, right, Tajay Spears, he's questionable, injured. I mean, after that, it's like, I know we ended up calling up like Jabari Small, I believe it was, from Tennessee, the Volunteers, who we played. Oh, yeah, dude got popped in the head. Helmet to helmet. Tony Pollard, yeah, he's going to be done. You know how the concussion protocol is in this game. He could get cleared by doctors, but head-to-head, we'll see. It looks like they're taking him back to the locker room. Or the tent. They're taking him back to the tent. They're going to evaluate him. We'll see. So who is going to be back there now? Or is it going to be Chestnut? Let's see. It might be Chestnut back there. We'll see once the camera zooms out. I think it's Chestnut. Yeah, Chestnut. He's pretty solid for a backup. He does fine. Let's see. Oh yeah, good run by Chestnut. He almost got to the touchdown. We're down to the 2-yard line. Chestnut is a good plug and play back for a little bit. Obviously, you don't want him to be your long-term starter, but he can come in for a little bit while Tony Pollard's getting evaluated. Hopefully, it's not a long-term. Hopefully, he's just got rung a little bit, and he'll be back out on the field, and it's nothing long-term. Because Tony Pollard has been a stud for us, an absolute stud for us. He's one of the good off-season acquisitions we've had. But so far, we've seen Ridley go out for a little bit. I think he's back in the game. Ridley's back, which is good. Chestnut just got stood up at the line. So 3rd and goal. We're at like about the 3-yard line. Chestnut, he didn't do nothing that run play. He just got stood up at the line. Here we go. We need to get a tutty. We cannot beat the Buffalo Bills kicking field goals. This is the last thing we want to do. We have to score. And don't just run it right here. We need to pass the ball. We ran. We don't want to run field goal. Mix it up a little bit. Trust your quarterback. I know it's Mason Rudolph, but he hasn't made a mistake yet. Trust your guy. Yeah, because we're back to the 3rd and 4. We lost yards in that play. And, yep, it's a play action. Rudolph, he's looking around. He's running. He's throwing. Touchdown, Titans. Let's go, baby. NWI. 2 touchdowns for him on 3 catches. NWI, Mr. Reliable himself. I'm telling you, this man is so reliable for the Tennessee Titans. He might be a slower receiver. He might not be flashy, but this man doesn't get injured, and he can make catches. He doesn't make big, flashy, one-handed catches. You don't see that. No. And look, I'm going to compare it to Madden. You know what I'm saying? When you play Madden, you know how to have the different catches in the game. You can do the aggressive, fancy catches with Y. You can do the rat catches by pressing X where you're going to get a lot of yards after catch. Or you can press A and do the guaranteed possession catch. That is what NWI gives you. He gives you the possession catch. He's going to catch it every time. He's not going to make a big play afterwards, but he'll catch the ball. And that's all we're asking for most of the time. Just catch the ball. That's what we want you to do. That's what you get paid to do. You are an NFL receiver, and NWI did it. Exactly what we want. So now, let's look at the stats since we got a tutty. We have a tutty on the scoreboard. We're up 10-0 to the Buffalo Bills. Can you believe it, chat? I can't believe it right now. We'll see if it stays this way. It's the second quarter, 11 minutes left to go, 11 and a half. Mason Rudolph, 12 of 15 for 100 yards. We have a 100-yard passer. How long has it been since we had a 100-yard passer? Mason Rudolph sitting at 100 yards exactly with 1 tutty. Tony Pollard, 7 carries, 42 yards. We may not see this man again. Depends on how they evaluate him in the tent. Julius Chestnut, 2 carries, 7 yards. Then we got the top leading receiver in yards is Chig. He had that one long reception. I'm saying it like that because we haven't had anything long this year. But for 26 yards. Tyler Boyd, 3 catches, 25 yards. And, you know, the NWI, he has 2 catches, 10 yards. That first one went for basically nothing, but he just got that one. He got a tutty. Now his second tutty on the season. I believe he probably leads the Tennessee Titans in touchdown receptions. So around the league, while we're waiting on this commercial break, after this Tennessee Titans scoring drive, to where we're now up 10-0 against the Buffalo Bills. So the Seahawks, they're up 10-0 as well against the Atlanta Falcons. Come on, Kirk. Look, everybody loves Kirk. You cannot be a Kirk hater. Kirk Cousins, he's too likable. You know what I'm saying? Especially for the city of Atlanta, dude. They love this man. But they're down 10-0 right now. So maybe they'll turn things around. The Bengals, they're up 7-0 against the Browns. The Browns, you know, they're going to be how they are. I mean, they paid money, guaranteed money to Deshaun Watson, and they're regretting it every single week. The Texans, they are up currently against the Green Bay Packers 10-7. We don't want the Texans to win. We hate the Texans. They need to lose because they're 5-1 and they're pulling further and further away in the division. If we want a chance to win the division, it's highly unlikely. I mean, we get this dub this week. If we do beat the Bills, which would be the upset of the year, if we beat the Bills, we at least have 2 wins. So we could possibly, but it's going to be a very long shot. Dolphins up 7-0. Lions still losing to the Vikings 10-7. All right, game's about to get started back up. We got the kickoff about to happen. Nick Folk's about to boot it deep. We'll see what happens. Hopefully there's no penalty for the Tennessee Titans like there is on almost every single special teams play. Or hopefully there's no missed tackles or they break anything along because we know how it is. Oh, they kicked it short. Landed at like the 12. Come on, stop them. Oh, yes, okay. Oh, he's still up. Oh, my gosh, dude. So it looked like we were about to stop at the 25-yard line after multiple broken tackles and spinning around and doing all this craziness. He made it to about the 40-yard line. That is wild. It looked like we was about to eat him, and then next thing you know, they just couldn't tackle him. Too elusive. 89. You had him and you let him go. Yep. So at least they didn't break it for a touchdown. That's all we can say, chat. They didn't break it for a touchdown. But it looks like they got a little momentum after the good kick return. Hopefully that doesn't create a spark for the Buffalo Bills because right now we are stuffing them. All right, Bills only have 4 minutes and 35 seconds of time of possession. We're up over 14. It's been a Tennessee Titans game. All right, first play, they threw it out. They gained about 6 yards. Second, and about 4 or 5 yards, somewhere in there, depending on where they spot the ball. All right, chat. Hey, look, chat, remember, make sure to like, subscribe, do all that. Follow me on all platforms. I'm talking YouTube, TikTok, X. Handles the same no matter where you go. It's the What's Up Titan Fans Pod. Go ahead, search for it. I'm available on all of them. I bring shorts all throughout the week. I do longer videos. And wow, they just caught a deep ball on us. 0 wide open down the field. They're all made it all the way to the 10-yard line. That's what we need to stop. Keys to the game was big plays. Hey, they cannot get big plays on us. I don't know how he was wide open. Blown coverage. Let's see what happened. Brownlee Jr. was on him. Oh, he's supposed to. I don't know. I guess it was a zone. We were playing zone. It looked like Brownlee was playing press on him, let him go, and no one was behind Brownlee. So I don't know. It was a bad zone defense. They're running the ball. Touchdown Bills. Just like that. They scored in, like 3 plays that drive? What a turnaround. That's why, hey, teams like the Bills, that's why they are the Bills. You know, they were down. It was looking kind of glim for them. You know, Josh Allen had 5 passing yards before this drive. Now he's sitting at 55. You know, that is wild. He had a 50-yard reception. Good run. That's some teams, like if it was 10-0 against the Titans, I'd be like, oh, game's about over, But the Bills, hey, they see they're down by 10. It's nothing for them. They can score that quick, that easy. And, and they got the extra point. So, 10-7 now. That was a quick turnaround. Talk about the momentum from the special teams fail. And then, when the special teams play happened, I was like, oh, it looks like they're gaining momentum. They were all hyped on the sideline. And that's what you don't want. You give life to these teams, the Bills, and they can take it and run with it, very easily. And that's what happened. The Buffalo Bills just came out hot. They had the momentum from the bad special teams play because we have bad special teams almost every time. We need to just kick it in the back of the end zone. Don't even allow for a return to happen. That's the best case scenario for us, And then even on the punt return, just fair catch it, because otherwise there's going to be a holding penalty. It's a holding every time. Our special teams is so bad. Let me drink some water. I'm telling you, chat. Hey, it's been a long game, like almost every week for us. Every week, long game. But we'll see. We'll see if we turn things around, chat. It could be just a matter of time. You never know. Let me check something real quick. So earlier today, I posted a pre-game video. Man, I was trying to get that over, download it to get it to TikTok. Because, I post videos all the time on YouTube, TikTok, X. I repost them and stuff like that. But I could not get it to download to where I could post it. It was saying unavailable for whatever reason. So let's see if it still says it. Download unavailable. I don't know why it is not working. It typically works. Something's going on with it. But yeah, down 10-7 to the Buffalo Bills. They drove down super easy on us. Josh Allen, before this drive, he only had 5 yards pass, and now he's at 55. They hit that big one to Coleman, And that's the difference between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills, 10-0 for the Bills. They see it, oh, we can come back. 10-0 for the Titans. Like, if we're down 10-0, game's almost over. We cannot just put up drives like that. They did that with ease. I don't know what was going on with the defense. Our defense has been stout all year long. We have one of the better defenses, and we allowed that to happen. Just a broken coverage, broken play. They just got a big play on us. But, hey, the Falcons ended up scoring. They're only down 10-7 now. So I'll get deeper into it later at the next break when we do a breakdown from around the league. But right now, the Titans game looks like it's about to start back up with Mason Rudolph leading the way. We got to drive down the field again. But first, let's get this kickoff happening. No holding penalties. We cannot have another holding call. Oh, the crowd is into it right now. They are cheering, chanting, whatever you want to call it. They're making noise. The crowd, they were looking kind of glum earlier, but now they are getting back into the game, let's say. Dang, trap. We can't get comfortable. That's all it is. 10-7, it looked like we started getting comfortable, especially with the defense, and our special teams allowed that big play. We allowed the offense to drive down the field, but our offense needs to hold their own. Defense, it's going to happen on defense where you make you give up big plays. But here we go. Mason Rudolph, threw it deep to Ridley. Kind of overthrew him, but it went right through Ridley's hands. Ridley jumped for it right through both his hands. Why is Ridley playing so bad? Like, this man just, unless the ball's just perfectly thrown, he's not catching it. Like, I know he had to jump for it and he had to reach for it, but it literally went right through his palms. Come on, Ridley. They're trying to feed him. He asked for it, right? You saw the post-game interview last week. He asked for it. Tony Pollard, he's back in. Okay, so at least he didn't miss hardly any time. And he gained about 6-7 yards. That's what we needed. Tony Pollard's back. We need Tony Pollard, dude. Chestnut is not the same as Tony Pollard by a long shot. We need Pollard in the game. Hopefully they didn't bring him back too early. Obviously with the whole concussion thing that's happening, But he's back. 3rd and 3. Good to see him in the game. But, yes, we need Ridley to actually catch the ball because he was open that play. That was a long pass, and it just went right through his hands. But Mason Rudolph right now is 4 of 5 on third down, but it's 3rd and 3. No runner back in the backfield. Nope, he's coming back, so he's back. Let's see. A good catch, D-Hop. D-Hop right past the line of scrimmage, caught the ball. It was a quick little hitch route. Came back, caught it. Solid hands. Like, he don't have the speed of Calvin Ridley, right? But he has the hands. He has the ability to get open, right? He's good at hand fighting with the defenders. D-Hop is solid. We just need Calvin Ridley to catch the ball. Like, he has speed, but that looks like about it for Ridley. He's not catching the ball. He's not getting open. Oh, a fumbled snap. A fumbled snap. And the Bills got it. Come on, team. That's the mistakes. Turnovers. Turnovers is the key to the game. Keys to the game, turnovers. What happened there? What happened, chat? What happened? He just missed it. And then the lineman kicked it. Ravens tried to jump on it. Didn't get it. Come on. All right, so that's a turnover, chat. That's one for the game. You know, and it looked like Mason Rudolph just missed it, you know. It didn't look like a bad snap, really. It just bounced off his hands. But that's how it is. We were up 10-0. We had a bad special teams play. They got pretty good on a kickoff. The next thing you know, their offense got hot. They scored. We get the ball. We look like we're driving a little bit, almost to the 50, and we fumble a snap. Titans football right there, team. I'm telling you. But we stuffed them on the first run. But, man, that is tough, chat. It is. Well, our defense, once again, has to step up. You know, it's got to be another step up by our defense. We depend heavily on our defense because our offense is just turning the ball over, putting the defense in tough situations. I'm telling you. And there's A.J. Brown flashing at the bottom of the screen. 3 catches, 33 yards. We gave him up for Burks. And they got a first down. It was like a little slant thing. Oh, my gosh. So it looks like they're almost in field goal range. I would have like the 30-something yard line, like right past the 40. That's wild. It is what it is, you know. We allow them to drive on us after we make mistakes. Yeah, they're almost in field goal range, depending on their kicker's leg, but they're at the 36-yard line. If they gain any yardage, dude, they're in field goal range to tie up the game. But that is a Tennessee Titans sack by Arden Key. I'm telling you. Talk about a sack when we need it. Knock them out of field goal range. Granted, it's only second down. They can always gain the yards back. But we got a Tennessee Titans sack just now. It just happened. Arden Key. He came in. Oh, man, what a move that he pulled on their left tackle. That's what I'm talking about because we have been lacking in sacks. We've been lacking in interceptions, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, any type of turnover, any type of big play that makes a negative for the other team. We're slacking in. You know, we normally just stop them to passing yards. Oh, good incompletion, good coverage by Kenneth Murphy Jr. on the play. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 3rd and 18, we can get off the field here. And if they gain no yards, that means they would have started a drive at the 50, and they're basically out of field goal range. We cannot let them gain any yards. We got to do one more play, keep them off the scoreboard. We only got a 3-score lead. But most importantly, more than anything, don't let them get a first down or a touchdown this play. You know, if they leave with a field goal, that's still a success, but we want them to punt the ball. You know what I'm saying? But they're down to about the 44-yard line. He has plenty of time, no pressure. Bad pass, good coverage by the linebacker, dude. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 4th and 18. That's Jones Jr., by the way. What a pickup in the offseason. The pickup Jones Jr. He's been outstanding for us. He's probably the best player on our defense currently, especially in the linebacker section. He's definitely the number 1 linebacker. I know we have good pieces everywhere. We got Jeffrey Simmons, who hasn't really showed up much this year. We have Landry, who's done good. He's got 4 sacks on the year. We got T-Sweat, who hasn't been lighting it up in the stat sheet, but T-Sweat's been dominating all year, always causing disruption in the backfield. All right, no penalties on this punt return. It's one every time. Let's see, because we always hold. And, oh, good, touchback. Anonymous said, can we have hot butt text? Not sure what that means. Not sure. You might have to explain that to me. Hot butt text. Not sure. Not sure what that means. You're going to have to explain that to me unless you tried saying something crazy there and you just spelt stuff wrong. Maybe you spelt stuff wrong, Anonymous. I don't know. But anyway, back at it. Hey, Anonymous, go ahead and send a like, though. Even though I don't know what you're talking about, go ahead and like the stream, share it, subscribe, do all that. And then look, I'll keep reading your comments. Babies are being born. Yeah, they're being born every single day, non-stop. I mean, the population has to be growing, right? It is what it is. Hey, you liked it? Hey, I appreciate that, Anonymous. Is that your name, or you got something selected to where your name's Anonymous, or is that your actual name? What's your football team? My football team is the Tennessee Titans. I mean, look right here above me, right here. You see this big Titans thing right here? The green screen right there. Look, you see it right here on the hat. It's on the shirt. It's everywhere. We got Tennessee Titans. Even up here, right there, tighten up, baby. Look, you see the Titans helmet? It is everywhere. You like the Dolphins? Hey, Dolphins, look, y'all are going through a tough period right now. Tua's out. I mean, obviously, we played y'all a couple weeks ago. Y'all had Huntley. Huntley did not look good, but I know he wasn't on the team long. He was on the team for like 1 or 2 weeks. Hey, what you think, though, Anonymous? You think the Dolphins are going to turn things around, especially when Tua comes back? And also, when is Tua coming back exactly? Did they put out a date for that yet? For how long he's injured for? I don't know. But the Dolphins are currently up 7-0 against the Colts. Says it look like we not doing too hot. Yeah, we all winning right now 7-0. Y'all are beating the Colts. I hope y'all beat the Colts. I don't believe. Oh, you don't believe? Yeah. Hey, I'm the same way. I'm a Tennessee Titans fan through and through. But right now, I have zero faith in us. I mean, I know we're up right now, but I have zero faith. But you guys are up right now against the Colts. And let's see how Huntley's doing. Let's dive into your game during this commercial break. Huntley's 4 of 7, 45 yards and a tutty. But Anthony Richardson, he's even doing worse. He's 3 of 11, 28 yards. But, yeah, I don't know how long. Let's see if it shows in the Gamecast thing, if they're going to show how long your injury report. I don't see nothing about Tua. I don't know how long he's out for. I'd have to look it up to see when his exact date is coming back, if they put anything out yet. But, all right, 1st and 10. Titans got the ball on the 20. Running up the middle. We gained a couple yards. Not bad. Tony Pollard, a couple yards up the middle. But, obviously we only got 5-6 minutes left. We got to eat the clock. We got to have one of those slow, methodical drives. Score before half. Don't leave them hardly any time on the clock. I mean, that's just what we're going to have to do if we're expected to beat the Buffalo Bills. We got to come out and do something. We can't go 3 and out, punt the ball, give them time to do the same thing to us that we want to do to them, right? They pop that back open. 2nd down and 8. Catch by Chig. That's a 1st down. Chig has been on fire this game. Catching everything. We love it. And Chig's one of those guys they just have to feed, Chig's good. I mean, we got a lot of playmakers on our team. I know it's hard to feed everybody, but I don't know why other teams look like they can just feed their playmakers nonstop. And for us, we're struggling. Like, we still haven't really done anything with Ridley. We tried feeding Ridley, but he had a drop, So I mean, we're trying to feed Ridley. We're trying to feed our star players, but it seems difficult for some reason, you know, like even D-Hop, you know. I mean, he does catch the ball. We were feeding him last year. This year, not so much. I doubt he's going to get his 1,000 yards that he always gets every single year. I mean, he eclipsed it last year in, like, the last game of the season, but another Titans timeout. We're down to our last timeout. We're burning them because we're wanting to make sure Mason Rudolph got everything as needed. You know what I'm saying? No questions. We're trying to run out the clock, drive down the field, score, put up something, at least a field goal. We want to keep the Buffalo Bills off the field because you saw how fast they can score on us. They scored quickly. Because all it takes is just a couple plays. Josh Allen will get you with the quickness. Let's see. Where can I find the time of possession? Let's see if we can find it. Because right now, the time of possession, we are dominating it. Right now, we're sitting at 16 minutes, 52 seconds time of possession. They're at 8 minutes, 14 seconds. We've had the ball twice as long as them this game. I know the scoreboard doesn't really look at it. Good blitz pickup, and we fumbled. They just kept coming in. And they got the ball. Come on. Or did we get it? I think they're giving it to us. Chat. Dude, they blitzed so hard. Tony Pollard picked up a blitz. Another guy overran the QB. And then another guy ended up hitting Rudolph as he was throwing it. That is wild. At least we got the ball. It wasn't a turnover. It looked like they picked it up. But I guess we got it. They tried taking it out of our guys' hands. But that's a turnover. Almost a turnover. It is 3rd and 20-something. What is it? I'm telling you, that's wild. Oh, my gosh, chat. 2nd and 30? There's no way unless Tony Pollard, you know they're going to run the ball. Unless Tony Pollard makes an outstanding run, right? He just breaks a 30-yard run. We're not getting this first down. Oh, my gosh. I'm speechless. We need to get rid of the ball quicker. He had time. Rudolph had time. You can't really blame the line. I mean, the blocking was decent. I mean, they blitzed a lot. Tony Pollard did pick up the blitz. He did his job. But you got to get rid of the ball. He has to feel the pocket, like, collapsing. He's got to feel the pressure. Throw it away. Make a decision. Scramble. Don't just stand there and wait forever to get sacked. And then strip sacked, and then the other team almost recovered, but they kept kicking the ball backwards. Oh, that's Titans football for you. But there's an injury on the field. Commercial break. John H. He said, "Oh, I love it. Okay, hey, congrats, brother. Congrats. Hey, there's a big fan base out there just like you. Hey, but go ahead. Hey, I appreciate it. People's got to love them. But go ahead and put a like on this video, Jim. Go ahead. Help the channel out. So 2nd and 30 right now. We have a long ways to go. Yeah, it's a draw. Very predictable. Very conservative. We made 1 yard. 1 yard. That's all we get. So 2nd and 29. We'll probably run it again, punt, just set up some room for our punter, our special teams to try to, so he can punt the ball. And then we give the ball to Josh Allen with like 3 minutes left. So good luck for our defense. They're gonna get in that passing. People's 2-minute offenses always seem to be dominant. So we'll see. 3rd and 29, another run play. Not too much you can call on it. Good play by Pollard. I mean, he picked up 10 yards or so, but obviously far from enough. So yeah, it's 4th and 16. 4th and 16. Good luck. So we're about to punt it. Defense, once again, has to come out there and make a stop. Here we go. 4th and 16. Long ways to go. There's going to be under 3 minutes. Maybe we're running out the clock, it looks like. We're going to take it down. Yep, they punted with about 10 seconds left on the play clock. They could have ran it down a little further, but they didn't. Okay, they called it about the 10-yard line, but let's see. We missed the first. I told you every time. Oh, fumble! I think we got it. Was he down? Was he down? Let's see. They got to show the replay. We could have just got a fumble. But I'm telling you, our gunners on special teams missed that first tackle every time. Ooh, he might have been. His elbow's down. It was caused by the ground. The ground caused it. Dang it, dude. Not a fumble. Not a recovery. Of course, we had an opportunity. Did not happen. Yep, elbow popped the ground. Ball came out. Doesn't count. So anyway, they got the ball at the 24-yard line. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. We almost had a massive turnover, but it didn't happen. We just ran the ball for about 2 yards. Good run defense right there. So far, defense is holding pretty solid. The only mistake was that one 50-yard play that eventually led to their touchdown. Other than that, it's been pretty solid for us. And I was a little worried because, our defense has been solid all year long. The only game where they wasn't was against Malik Willis and the Green Bay Packers. But this is the first, high-quality team we've versed all season long, like a top-tier playoff contending team. And so far, hey, we're stopping them. They're down to a 2-minute warning. Bills only have 7 points. We stopped Josh Allen. He only has 65 yards passing. Right now, Mason Rudolph has more completions and more passing yards than Josh Allen. That is crazy to me. But we're at the 2-minute warning. Let's check around the league. Look at some of these stats. We'll see what Anonymous, his Dolphins are doing. We'll see what them Steel Boys are doing for OK. We know they've been in and out the chat. They come in, they look, they leave. I don't expect them to stay the whole time. It's a long stream, these watch parties here. But I appreciate everyone who comes and joins in for the watch party, who likes the channel, who shares, does all that stuff. And not only here, don't forget, I'm on TikTok and X as well. Follow me on there. The handle's the same everywhere you go. It's a What's Up Titan pod. Go ahead, send it some love. It's everywhere. But right now, we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks. They're up 17-0. To the Atlanta Falcons. Let's check on Kirk Cousins, boy. Because they love Kirk Cousins in ATL, and they are, he's 9 of 12 right now, 80 yards. Next, we're talking the Bengals are beating the Browns 7-0. It's a close game to my surprise. That's one of them games. I know the Bengals aren't doing the best this year, but they got Joe Burrow. You would figure they'd be blowing these boys out of the water, but no, they're up 7-0. The Texans are losing currently to the Colts 14-13. We want the Packers to win this. We need the Packers to win this game if we want any shot whatsoever of catching the Texans, which is highly unlikely, but it's plausible, right? You've watched Mythbusters back in the day. This is plausible. We could catch them. It's not completely busted yet. The Dolphins, they're beating the Colts right now, which is what we want. They're up 10-0. Last I checked, Richardson was looking pretty rough out there. Let's look right now. He had 3 of 11, 28 yards. Richardson is not him. What a bust. This man got all his hype from the NFL Combine. He wasn't good in college. He at the Combine, he could run fast. He could jump high. They said this man's a top-tier quarterback. He hasn't been. He's been injury-prone, and his numbers have not been good. The Lions are up on the Vikings 14-10. Eagles finally got some points on the board. 14-0 against them Giants. All right, 2-minute warning is over. We need to get a stop here. It's 2nd and 8. We got to get one more opportunity to get Mason Rudolph the ball to see what he can do in a 2-minute situation. But right now, first, our defense needs to step up. Here we go. He's stepping back. He's throwing it. Almost picked off. Good defense. Josh Allen tried threading the needle in a triple coverage. Did not look good. Not a good decision. Almost picked off by our linebacker up the middle, huh? Yeah, Landry got fingers on it. Almost picked off. We need an interception. We need a turnover. We have a lot of almost turnovers. It seems to happen nonstop. Almost turnover. We almost had that fumble recovery. We almost had the interception. A lot of almost. We're so close, but we're not quite there. 3rd and 8. All right, they're throwing it again. We're bringing pressure. Josh Allen's on the move. And, oh, we almost got the first down. They got about 2 yards to go. He did scramble. That was close, team. That was close. And looks like we're not going to call a timeout. We're going to let them run out the clock, punt the ball. We'll have about a minute left to do something. Choosing not to call a timeout. We did waste our timeouts earlier in the game. You know, just trying to make sure Mason Rudolph knew what he was doing. You know, it wasn't like before. When we was wasting them with Will Levis, it was because the play clock. You know, it'd be almost we'd leave the huddle, and like by the time we got to the line, it was like 3 seconds. He's up there clapping, like, "Come on, let's go, hut, hut, hut." You know. Now, it seems like play calling is coming in quicker this game. Mason Rudolph is managing it better. They're getting up to the line. They have like 10 seconds or so, 10, 15 seconds. It is better clock management by the team this week. Almost blocked. Short punt. Down to the 40-yard line. So we only have 60 yards to go. We got 44 seconds. We get to see Mason Rudolph come out here and possibly put points on the board. You know, this is something I know Will Levis could never do, right? Will Levis has been absolute trash this year, but Mason Rudolph has showed promise this game. He's already broken 100 yards. We haven't seen that many times this season as a Titans fan, seeing your quarterback put up 100 yards, especially in the first half. But, hey, Mason Rudolph has done it. I know there's been a couple mistakes. He's fumbled the ball on a snap, right? Had that mistake. He almost threw an interception at the beginning of the game on a little runner back screen thing. But, hey, it's been pretty clean, though. Here he goes, Mason Rudolph. He dumped it off. Pollard got popped. Come on, they need to hurry up, call timeout, do something. We got 35, 34. Clock is running. Let's do something. Spike it, throw it, do something. Come on, don't waste too much time. A lot of time making adjustments. Come on. Here he goes. Little out route. Okay, call timeout. Golly geez, we got 15 seconds left. Hey, Two-Tone Blue Studios. Hashtag tighten up. I love it. I love the energy. Hey, Two-Tone, welcome to the channel. You know, hey, it's a little new here. Make sure you go ahead, send a like. Go ahead and follow, do all that jazz. Help your boys out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some views here. The more you like, the more you share, the more people come, and the more involved this channel is. It gets built by you. So yes, go ahead, send some love this way. I appreciate the comment, Two-Tone. You know, and look, the handle's the same everywhere you go. You can follow me on multiple different platforms. I'm talking YouTube, TikTok, and X. Just look for What's Up Titan Fan Pod. It's the same no matter where you go. Oh, nice little catch over the middle by Boyd. Oh, my gosh. We're going to run out of time. Come on. Spike it, spike it, spike it, spike it. 4 seconds. Come on. We're looking lost. Did we have zeros? Come on. 1 second. 1 second. Man, these refs didn't know where to spot the ball. That is wild. They're respotting it and all this other stuff. Let's see. See. 1 second on the clock, chat. 1 second. We get to see Mason Rudolph possibly throw a Hail Mary. Possibly throw a Hail Mary. He's got to throw it about 50 yards. This is a long field. There's no way he can make a field goal. We're out of field goal range. It's got to be Hail Mary time. Throw it up the D-hop. Yeah, they're playing deep. They got them boys going all the way to the end zone. Let's see how we do this. Yeah, it looks like they're bringing lots of pressure. Oh, yep, over the middle. Ridley. Let's go. Let's go. Fake him out. Fake him out. Lateral. Oh, my gosh, dude. All the throwing backwards stuff. That they were acting like we were losing at the end of the game. Like we was about to... You know, like the game was on the line. All it had to take was for one of their guys to scoop it and run it back for a score, and we would have been screwed. We lateraled it all the way across the field. What were we doing, chat? But hey, no harm, no foul. I was speechless during the moment because it was a wild play taking place. I am telling you. But look, it's halftime now, and we are up 10-7 on the Buffalo Bills. I know it hasn't been the cleanest game. I know we fumbled once. I know we just had that wild play to end the half. I know that Mason Rudolph almost threw an interception early in the game from a no-look runner back screen pass. It happens, but we are currently up on the Buffalo Bills, who everyone had beaten us. I mean, this team is 4-2. The NFL analysts, they're professional analysts at the NFL Network. They had 10 of their 10 analysts going against us, saying we were going to lose this game. And currently, we are looking solid. It's 10-7. Now, the Titans' record isn't as bad as it seems. I know we got beat bad by Malik Willis and the Green Bay Packers. I've said it before. But the other games we played were close. It hasn't been like we haven't been just annihilated every week. You know, it hasn't been like the like where you see some teams where you're like, oh my gosh, they just look terrible. Like the Panthers, you know. We're not looking like that. Our games are close. We just come up short every single week. Like week 1 against the Bears, we only lost 24-17. It was a close game. It was just tons of turnovers and blocked punts, you know, and that's why we lost the game. The Jets was another close game, 24-17. Oh, excuse me. The Packers, right? We got blown out 30-14. But then we beat Miami 31-12. Then against the Indianapolis Colts, we only lost by 3 points. We were up in the 4th, and look what happened. So these games have been close every single week. So, yes, it is a close game against the Buffalo Bills. And, you know, a lot of media overreact because of our record. But obviously we're showing we are better than our record shows. We're holding our own against the Buffalo Bills. 10-7. If you look at the team stats right now, for time of possession, once this loads up, we are beating them 19 minutes and 49 seconds. So they're 10 minutes and 11 seconds. We have kept Josh Allen off the field, and that's what we need to do. We need to keep him off the field and not let him get hot if we want to win this game. Mason Rudolph right now has 18 completions on 23 attempts, 155 yards, and a tutty. That's very good for a Tennessee Titans quarterback. And then in one half, Tony Pollard has 11 carries, 65 yards. He's halfway to the century mark already. Chig, 3 catches, 42 yards. Ridley finally got some catches. 2 catches, 33 yards. Where Josh Allen on the other end is looking like a Tennessee Titans quarterback. This man has 4 completions on 11 yards. It's looking tough for him out there. Give me 1 second. Then, what else we got? James Cook, 6 carries, 26 yards. Josh Allen, 1 for 7. So we're definitely holding our own against the Buffalo Bills, who are in the top of the AFC East standings. They are at the top, while meanwhile we are dead last in the AFC South. But this will help us out because remember the Jacksonville Jaguars got a dub earlier in London, and they're sitting at 2-5. So we got to get a win if we're expected to pass the Jacksonville Jaguars, who we still have to verse twice this season. They're talking about us right now during the halftime show. Talk about Mason Rudolph coming in looking good. So around the league, real quick, before I take my break, because, you know, I got to take a break during halftime. But around the league, you know, we got the Seahawks up 17-7, the Bengals up 7-6, the Texans up 19-14. We need the Texans to lose this game, so we got to root for the Packers, even though they did beat us earlier this year with Malik Willis. The Dolphins are beating the Colts 10-3, which is good because the Colts are currently 3-3. They're a couple games ahead of us, but we're looking pretty good right now against the Buffalo Bills. Lions, they're pulling away from the Vikings 21-10, and the Eagles are beating the Giants 14-3. So that's where we are right now. Before I get out of here on a little break, real quick. But yes, I will be back right after the right before halftime ends, and I'll be back for the second half. Just stay tuned. I'll be back. Don't forget to return.
Right now, lease a new Tundra for just $479 a month or get 1.99% APR for a full 60 months. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, I'm Colleen Wegman. We're proud to highlight our best prices this season by introducing hot zones throughout the store. We're hoping to make it easier to get everything on your list while staying on a budget. You have our commitment. Every day, you get our best. Thank you for shopping with us.
Now is the time to buy a brand new SUV from Joe Basil Chevrolet.
Lease an all-new, totally redesigned 2025 Chevy Trax or Equinox starting at just $199 a month. Over 209 Chevy Trax and Equinox available now.
Joe Basil Chevrolet, your Chevy SUV headquarters. 11 Transit Road, Lancaster. Or shop online at joebasilchevrolet.com.
This season, Crown Royal's generous spirit is hitting the road in the ultimate tailgate machine, the Crown Royal Rig. At each of our stadium stops, you can pack a purple bag for our troops overseas. Enjoy Crown cocktails, bespoke merch, and hang out with local NFL legends. Visit www.kickoffwithcrown.com for more. And back in the booth with Jason McCourty and Tiki Barber, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll hear from A.J. Ross in a moment. Very strange first half, especially offensively for the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills haven't been able to get anything going. It's almost like they're hunting the big plays because they're getting anxious and anticipating things to happen. They're not taking what's given to them. And the Tennessee Titans have taken advantage of that early in this game.
Remember, it will be Tennessee football to start the second half. That's because the Bills.
All right, what's up, Titan fans? I am back. Halftime is just about over. It's time to get started back with this watch party. Now, if you're here, don't forget to do the whole liking, subscribing, all that stuff on all platforms. I'm on everything: YouTube, TikTok, and X. Handles the same no matter where you go. It's the What's Up Titan Fan Pod. Now, good kick return down to about the 26-yard line. That's what we need to start the half because we got the ball. We're going to come out hot. We have to. We got to put up points on the field. Our defense has been playing clutch all game long. We have to keep it up like that. Let me go ahead and plug something in real quick. Give me just 1 second. There we go. I'm good to go. These halftimes go so fast. I try to grab something to eat real quick, grab something to drink. I ended up getting another water because I'm almost done with this one. You know, I'm out there like the players trying to hustle in half to get whatever I need to get done so I can get back to you live. Here we go. 1st and 10. The Tennessee Titans have the ball. A little run by Pollard. He gained about a yard. That's about all he could muster. You know, all right, chat. They're showing the stats. We've had 38 plays compared to their 20. 218 yards to their 90. 146 passing yards to their 57. Almost twice as much on time of possession. We're almost at 20 minutes, and they have about 10. That is wild, chat. That is wild. No one expected that. But we got to keep it going. Keep the momentum going in the second half. Mason Rudolph. Oh, they're bringing heat. He got the speed. He got the legs. He's scrambling. Oh, he got a first down, it looked like. I believe that is a Tennessee Titans first down, baby. Let's go. That's what we needed. Coming out the half, getting a first down right off the bat. We had a good kick return. We're almost to the 50-yard line. We're at the 40-something. We're coming out looking hot right now against these Buffalo Bills, and we're up 10-7. Well, we almost got the first. They look like they gypped us on the first down. It's 3rd and 1. So, yes, we could get the first. We're so close. Just don't go negative. No bad play. Direct snap to Tony Pollard. Oh, he got 8 up just when I thought we was going to get a first down. They did some A direct snap, went fancy with it. Offensive line got pushed back, and then this happens. Come on. Let's go for it. 4th and 2. Keep this momentum. Go for it. It looks like we're going for it. We got to be aggressive. I mean, we're 1 and 4. We have to do something. Go for it. We can't play conservative ball. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Oh, we're actually going for it, too. Oh, my gosh. And Pollard got stuffed, dude. 8 up. We're trying to run it, dude. Run it again. Run it again. I mean, we got stuffed the last run, and we try running it again, dude. Here we go now. Okay. So now the Buffalo Bills have a short field after we just had a turnover on downs. Their defense looked... the last 2 runs, they just looked... Their defense looked bigger, faster, stronger. That's how their D linemen look compared to our O linemen. They're just running through, pushing them back. This is a running downs. Your offensive linemen should be pushing the defense back. But no, they're getting pushed back like it's a pass play. Like they're dropping back in pass coverage. Okay, they got a play action happening all day in the pocket. Yep, they caught it on the left side. All day in the pocket, chat. All day. No pressure. You can't let Josh Allen just sit back there and dot you up, especially when it's a short field. You might as well bring pressure. Just sitting back. Okay. This game is about to take a turn for the worse. I feel that momentum's on their side, especially after that 4th down stop. You know, I'm glad we was aggressive when we went for it, but it's just another run play. You got to believe in your quarterback. That's the thing. Put it in your playmaker's hand, your quarterback. I know it's Mason Rudolph, but he's done fine this game. Put it in his hands. Let him. Oh, my gosh. He knew we were going to run the ball, chat. I'm not over it. Still talking about it. Anyway, 2nd and 8. They're driving on us. Best case scenario, we stop until a field goal and they tie up the game. But we still got a long second half to go. Oh, we stuffed Josh Allen with a sack. They tried doing some read option play, but Harrell, was his name Jalen Harrell, something like that. He was a preseason standout. We got this man from Michigan. He's played well in preseason. He hasn't done much throughout the season because obviously he's a backup, so he doesn't get all the play time he needs. But that was a good play. He has good potential. Let this man just keep playing. Let's see what he has. He looked good that play. He's young. He's fast. He's strong. Let the man get out there and eat up Josh Allen. Jalen Harrell is at the bottom of the screen, too. Allen throwing it deep, and they caught it. They caught it on Diggs. Quandre Diggs. They got the first down. It was a catch. Oh, it was 3rd and long. Picked up 17 yards, man. All right, this is what I was talking about. You know, us losing the game on our own. We're allowed them to heat up on us, you know, get momentum. Josh Allen is now cooking. Good defensive play. Good defensive play by Brownlee Jr. That's what we need. We need defense to hold their own. That's the only way we're going to win this game because the offense, you know, we only put up 10 points. We're looking better than normal, but the offense definitely needs to improve. But the defense is holding their own, and they got put in a bad situation. You know, they have under 50 yards to hold this team. Turnover on down on like our own 45-yard line. All right, they got an empty back right now. No runner back in the backfield. Empty backfield. Just Josh Allen back there. Wow. Amari Cooper with a touchdown. We did have a free rusher right at Josh Allen, but it did not happen. All right, so now the Tennessee Titans, just like that, have lost the lead to the Buffalo Bills. Let's see if we can respond. Typically, whenever we get behind, you know, it seems like we like to change our game plan. We just throw the ball nonstop for incompletion, but We do now have Mason Rudolph back there. It's not Will Levis. Yeah, Diggs got beat on a little inside route. It was a little like mini post he got beat on, unfortunately. 14-10 Bills. That's wild. 14-10 Bills. All right. So now, if you're looking at the stats now, Josh Allen now 7 of 15. He broke his 100-yard mark, and he has a tutty. Just like that. That was Amari Cooper's first catch, 12 yards for a tutty. You know, man, I can't believe we let Tony Pollard run 2 times in a row. I'm still not over it. 2 times in a row, chat. And he got 8 both times. And it didn't change up nothing. You know, they just try to run it straight up the middle, back to back, turnover on downs. That's great. That's outstanding, as a matter of fact. All right, around the league, let's see what happened. Oh, the Falcons look like they might be coming back against the Seattle Seahawks. It's now 17-14. The Bengals, they allowed the Browns to kind of come back a little bit. 7-6 Bengals over the Browns. Texans are beating the Packers 19-14, but Packers do have the ball after the half, so this could be a drive for them. It looks like it's 1st and 10 on the Green Bay 29, so they have a long ways to go. Dolphins are up on the Colts 10-3. Lions are above the Vikings right now 21-10, and Eagles are beating the Giants 14-3. That's around the league right now. What's this last one? I close that out. Okay. Yeah, so we'll get the ball back. We'll see if I know our coach probably don't want to be that aggressive. I mean, I love the aggressive. I hate having a conservative coach that just, doesn't want to take chances. I don't blame him for taking chances. I was even screaming, go for it. Like, go for it, go for it. I think it was a bad call to run it. You got to put in your quarterback's hands. If we had 2 yards, that'd be different if it was like 1 yard to go, because they're going to stuff the line. They're expecting to run. We should have did something, But, hey, it is what it is. That's the play he called, and now we're down 14-10. You can't expect your defense to stop everyone every time. Because, look, typically if they score again, we might be out of it. Because when we play a game, if the team scores over 20 points, we lose, right? That's just the stats. We can't score more than 17 points in a game. So if a team gets 20 points or more, we typically lose the game. And right now, so that means we have to stop them. I mean, they can get another field goal, but if they get another touchdown, it's basically going to be a loss. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We can't put up that many points. That's crazy. All right. Apologize for this in advance. About to crush the bottle. There we go. 1 water bottle down. Got to stay hydrated. All right. Kickoff's about to happen. 14-10. Hopefully no penalties. We need good field position. Last time we did have good field position but couldn't produce on offense after the kickoff. They made it a kickback. Okay. So now we can see Mason Rudolph come back onto the field. He's played pretty solid. They've let him throw the ball besides the last drive when it was 3rd and 1, 4th and 2, whatever it was. They did run, got stuffed, turnover on downs. But, they need to just let Mason Rudolph keep doing his thing and trust the man. He's your starting quarterback this game. Callahan has to trust his quarterbacks. I know he lost a lot of faith when Will Levis was on the field, so he's very conservative. But, look, Josh Allen's hype right now. He got the mullet sticking outside his helmet. He's running. He's praising and everything right now. So they got motivation. We need to take it away from them because we were up 10-0, and now they're coming back. It's 14-10. So or they are back. They got the lead now. So Mason Rudolph under center. Play action. Oh, throwing deep. And he overthrew Calvin Ridley. Man, Calvin Ridley has a tough time with quarterbacks throwing on the ball accurately. There's a flag. What is this? What's the flag? Yeah, first deep shot we've seen to spread out the defense. We need to take them more often to spread the team out. That way everybody's not open the box. Illegal contact by the defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. That's what we need. So it was almost like a free play. We gained 5 yards. So now we get to start all over again. Yeah, they was holding, defensive holding. They were stopping D-Hop. They were scared. Whoever 47 is for the Bills, he was afraid of D-Hop. Binford. Yep, there's his name. He looked like he did not want D-Hop to get anything on him. He was definitely holding him. But here we go. We got motion. We got a stacked formation and a run with Pollard, and he's stuffed. They're expecting it now because we ran so good in the first half. They're playing the run. That last drive, what happened? We ran on third down. Well, first we ran on first down. I don't remember how it all went, but I know third down we ran, got stuffed. Fourth down we ran, got stuffed. We just ran again, got stuffed. They are playing the run. We have to change things up. Let's get the let's throw some deep shots out there. I know we just threw one, but we got to pass the ball a bit more. They're playing the run. They're all in the box. It's like the old school thing, like they're playing Derrick Henry. Come on, spread them out a little bit. Golly, geez, they tried to feed Ridley. What's the cover? What's the flag? Was that pass interference? Yep, I think it is. Yeah, because they were hugging one another. I believe it is. Pass interference. Defense. There we go. There we go. We needed that pass interference on the defense. That way we can at least get an automatic first down. Yeah, we need something. Yeah, they're playing hard on our guys, right now. They're playing man defense right now. Like manning up on these guys. But really had a tough week last week. He's having a tough week this week. Oh, yeah, they're showing all the Calvin Ridley plays right now. Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough this week. It was tough last week. It's been tough every week for Calvin Ridley. He's trying to find his break. Oh, I think it's going to be on us. False start on Tennessee. It looks like their dudes made our guy jump, though. But okay. Yeah. Wow. Well, it is what it is. Yep. All right, so it's going to be first and long, first and 15, because, of course, hey, them boys jump. You know what I'm saying, Chig? And that's a sack. Rudolph was sacked. Now it's going to be like 2nd and 20. And you know what Callahan's going to do. You already know it. 2nd and 20, he's about to do a draw. I can already tell. He's going to do a draw, and then he's going to run it. We already know what he's going to do. And if I know it as a fan, the Bills coach, he knows it as well. So, yeah, the O lineman, NPF, once again, got driven back, allowed his guy to get through. NPF needs a man up, dude. Why is he just getting pushed back like that? What happened to Watson? Watson did fine last week. NPF he's not good. All right, it's already a 3rd down, chat. Not looking good. 3rd down, 3rd and long. We have trouble on 3rd down, so here we go. Especially when it's 3rd and this long, we're about to have tons of trouble. Empty back, so no, it's not. No, it's not. Because I figured we're going to draw it, but you never know. It could still happen because it's 3rd and 18. I don't think we have any plays designed to go this far. Unless we just chunk one up to Calvin Ridley. But, they'd be stuffing Calvin Ridley. Yeah, it's a draw. Yep. Typical. I kind of figured that. I called that a while back. So, yeah, a draw. I've been seeing too much of the Callahan offense, this modernized offense that he talks about. Yeah, draw. Draw on 3rd and long. Typical. And now we give them the ball back. It's a short drive. We give them the ball back. Our special teams is tough, so we'll see how that happens on this kick coverage because we always miss the first tackle almost every single time. It is wild how many times we miss the first tackle. Watch our gunners go down here. They're running. They're running. Yep, they're going to return. Boom, gunners blocked. And then they run up a bit. Yep, they gain about 10, 15 yards. So every single time, we can never just get down there. Maybe our punter's kicking it too deep and not high enough to give our guys enough time to get down there, you know, and just smack him like as soon as he catches the ball. But it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen with our special teams. It is wild the way our special teams is. I don't get it, chat. Open up another water. All right. Let's look at the stats real quick for Mason Rudolph since he did just finish a drive. I doubt anything's improved that much. He's at 18 of 24, 155 yards, and a tutty. Now sitting at 2 sacks for 12 yards. Tony Pollard has 16 carries, 61 yards, 14. I believe at the half he had 65 rushing yards, so he's lost 4 yards since halftime. Because they know what we're doing. We're just running the ball up the middle, so there's nothing really too special. Our halftime adjustment is not working. I mean, we lost the lead. We allowed them to score. You know, we got turnover on downs. We had to punt the ball. It's not looking good after the half. So, and then let's look around the league real quick. I mean, I know we just did, but you know we're at another commercial break, so we might as well check the stats, see what's going on. The Seahawks, they're finally spreading out a little bit more against the Falcons, 24-14. Bengals up against the Browns, 7-6. The Texans have lost the lead to the Green Bay Packers. That is what we want on this channel, chat. They are losing 21-19. We need the Texans to lose if we have any shot of winning the division. Even though it's probably best case scenario for us just to lose out. Like, as a Titans fan, I want us to win. I want us to win every single game. But you know, when you think about it, what you need is for the Titans to lose, because even if we make the playoffs, let's say somehow we turn things around and we win the division, like the Texans just fall apart. Something happens with C.J. Stroud and they fall apart. Mason Rudolph can come in, get us a few more wins. You know, the Colts are not going to do much with Anthony Richardson. You got to worry about the Jags. So let's say something happens to the Texans and we end up winning the division and making the playoffs. We're not going to make it past the first round, you know. I mean, we have Mason Rudolph, so we would end up with a late round pick. You might as well lose out, get a good QB in the draft, get the Will Levis replacement. I mean, that's probably the best case scenario for us, just so we have a quarterback, because we need one bad. All right, game's back on. And they're just running it right down our throat all the way to the 50-yard line, chat. Easy run right up the middle. I don't know what happened. I have to see it again. Did T-Sweat get pushed out the middle? Right up the middle, yeah, right between T-Sweat and Big Jeff. I mean, we're doing this slanting thing, but yeah, it's not working. That's a tough run, chat. That's a tough run. They're all the way at the 50-yard line. It looks like they made good adjustments after halftime. I don't know what we did at half, but it's not working. I mean, we're trying. It looks like we didn't even make adjustments because we tried running the ball after the half, and our run game is not working. You know? And then with our pass game, it's like they're bringing mad pressure now. Our O-line can't block. They're getting moved back. You've seen NPF get pushed back all the way, and then he ended up allowing his guy to get a sack. When they run the ball, they're in the backfield immediately. I think their adjustment was just bring pressure, bring heat, stack the box. This is the typical things teams do against the Tennessee Titans, even when Vrabel was the head coach. You stack the box, you bring pressure, because the O-line can't hold up. The receivers can't get open. And then if you try to run the ball, they get stuffed in the backfield, and you have no time to pass it. We don't have a good enough line to hold us off. Give us that extra second or two. We don't have the receivers to get open, and this just ends up being a sack or something bad happens. So it looks like that was the Bills' halftime adjustment. They just looked at old tape. They were like, hold on, we're just letting Mason Rudolph sit back there and dot us up. They don't want that to happen. So, yeah, that's basically where we are right now. And now we're losing the game. You know, we tried to come out. We tried being aggressive. I like the aggressiveness of Callahan, you know, attempting to go for it on 4th down. But it's not working, chat. It is not working. So now their runner back, Cook, he has 7 carries, 24 yards, other than a tutty. Davis, 2 carries. They had 53 total yards. So their running game hasn't been that good against us. But, hey, it's good enough to where they are now winning the game. I tell you what, they're winning. They're winning. They came back. And it looks like a complete swap, you know, like even time of possession. You saw the time of possession at half. We had almost 20 minutes, you know, and now we can't drive down the field. But this is what bad teams do. This is why we're a bad team. You know, we can play one half of football, but it seems like, you know, because even when we was up on the Colts and other teams, like, we can play one half of football, but it seems like the second half, whatever happens at halftime, it doesn't work. I don't know. I know they say halftime adjustments aren't really that big of a thing, but whatever happens at halftime is for the worse. We always play bad in the second half. All right, chat. And we still got almost a full second half of football. You know, we got the whole 4th, most of the 3rd, so we have time. But it seems like the more time we have, the worse it is for us. Let's see how Kirk Cousins is doing real quick. Kirk Cousins, 17 of 21, 157 yards, and a tutty. So he's actually playing extremely well. You know, he only has 4 incompletions on the day. You know, he has a tutty, but they're losing, you know. It is what it is. And Bijan Robinson, 17 carries, 94 yards. So they have, like, outstanding stats. I'm not sure why they're losing, but, hey. I didn't get to see who was injured right there. I missed it. I was checking stats. All right, Buffalo Bills. They got about 46 yards to go for a tutty. They're throwing it pretty deep, and they catch it. On Browning Jr., who's been solid. You know, he had a really good game last week. This game, it's been pretty good, but it did just allow a catch. To Amari Cooper. I mean, that was good coverage. He was right on the man's hip. You can't do too much, you know, when you're right on the guy's hip, and it's just an outstanding pass. It was a dot. All right. They're looking very, like, they're looking like a well-oiled machine right now, you know. They're looking warmed up, good to go. All right, there we could have hit him in the backfield for a tackle for loss. I mean, he ended up gaining nothing. We still stopped him, but we had an opportunity to get a tackle for loss. Amari Cooper's coming back in the game, chat. All right, 2nd and 9. We have if they score a touchdown, it might be game. Like I said, if they get over 20, we typically cannot score over 20. We stop them to 17. We still have a chance. Because they're in field goal range. Unless something crazy happens, we get a sack, a turnover, something like that. I mean, they're getting points. Jeffrey Simmons almost made it to it. But, you know, we talk about the almost plays, the almost sacks, the almost interceptions, the almost fumble recoveries. It happens. We have a lot of almost plays that don't happen. The almost catches. The almost touchdowns. That's all it is. We're like the Tennessee almost, you know. We're there, but we're not quite there. 3rd and 1. Let's see if we get to stop. There's a flag, though. There is a flag. But we might have stopped them. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. We stopped him, but we had a guy line up in the neutral zone. Jeff Simmons, dude. Big Jeff. Talk about disappointing, chat. We got the stop, and we line up in the neutral zone. That's a dumb mistake right there. Dumb mistake. And Big Jeff and T Sweat are not on the field. I seen Jack Gibbons in there. We got crazy backups in right now. All right, chat. Looks like they're in the red zone. They're driving. They may score. We'll see. 2nd and 7. Yeah, Kenneth Murray's out the game. So far in the red zone, they have 2 trips, 2 touchdowns. Let's see if it stays. If they're going to stay with that trend. There's going to be 3 trips, 3 touchdowns. And they're throwing it deep. Okay. Out of reach. Out of the back of the end zone. No one had a chance. 3rd and 7. We need one more play. Stop them to a field goal. We need something. Oh, man. I'm losing all motivation, chat. The Titans haven't done anything. It's been, since the half, it's been all disappointment. 3rd and 7. All right, Allen in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Quick little pass. And, hey, we stopped him. We stopped him, chat. 4th and 7. All right, let's see if this kick goes through for 3. So they get this, we'll be down by 7. It's still a 1-score game. Like I said, like the Tennessee Titans, though, when they get down, it's hard to say we're going to put up points to win the game. Yeah, it's up, it's good. So, like the Bills were up 10-0, right? 10-0, you're thinking Buffalo Bills up 10-0, right? You're like, oh, that's still a close game. They could come back, win it, like at any opportunity because they're the Buffalo Bills. They put up points. But when it comes to the Tennessee Titans, we're down by, like, right now we're down by 7. I'm like, oh, man, like, I almost lost all motivation. Like, the game might be over. And it's only 1 score. It's a touchdown. But that's how we do. I mean, look at our stats for the season, all right? How many points we put up a game. It is not that many. Let me pull it up. So most of the time, we get about 17 points in a game. So if a team scores over 17 points, we lose. Right? Yeah, game 1, we put up 17 points. Game 2, 17 points. Game 3, 17 points. Game 4 was the anomaly. We put up 31. But then the game 5, we put up 17 points. So typically, in the game we put up 31 points, they only put up 12 against us. So, I mean, if they would have put up 17, we would have won anyway. But any team that puts over 17 points on us wins because our offense is that bad. But right now they're sitting at 17 points, so we'll see if we can come back because that's the hurdle we always have is 17. Even if we put up 17, doesn't mean that's not even enough for a dub. That's enough for a tie right there. Let me see. All right, game looks like it's about back on. Oh my gosh. 17-10. We're about to get the ball back. 3rd quarter, 4 minutes left. So the special teams goes, like I've stated multiple times, our special teams is so bad. Yeah, this is tough, chat. Oh, great. The ball's falling off the tee like it was for us. They're about to bring the punter in to hold it. They're talking about infiltrating the stadium. Yeah, it's all Bills fans there. I mean, that's how it is. Like, we play a home game, we still can't even get Titan fans to show up at the home games. But, I mean, why would they, though, with the play? Like, the product they are receiving, why would fans spend all that money to go to the game to watch the Tennessee Titans? You know, when we just lose back to back to back to back. Like, we just got stuffed on a kick return. Our special teams is so bad. We made it to, like, the 22-yard line. Special teams is tough. Yeah, and they're getting motivated off their special teams. But let's see how we do. They'll probably bring blitz again. Because we can't stop it. Our O-line's too bad to stop a blitz play. All right, Mason Rudolph. He's under center. Let's see. Play action. That's what we needed. Throw it deep. Nope, he threw it short. At least they got a completion, almost a first down. Made it to about the 9-yard line. Nick Vanette. It's almost like that old school Titans, you know. Hey, run the ball, play action, try to throw it over top. If not, check it down. But our O-line is too bad to have a modern offense. They're too bad to just sit back there, you know, just have your 5 offensive linemen just block and maybe a tight end. No, we have to have multiple tight ends. They stay in, they block. We definitely need, Tony Pollard up the right side. He almost got a first. He's very close, but there's a flag. If there's a flag on a run play, it's almost guaranteed holding on the offense. So it's looking like we might be holding. Just to push us back, you know what I'm saying? And there's holding almost on every play, but I think they need to call it only if it's blatantly obvious. Oh, NPF. NPF with a hold. That's wild. Not. This man, he's so bad. Oh, 2nd and 12. Oh, okay, sleepy watching this game. 2nd and 12. It's looking like a punt drive, chat. Looking like a punt drive. And incomplete. They did a play action. Threw it to Ridley again. Incomplete. How many targets does Ridley have this game? Because his targets were wild last game. Looking at the stats, Calvin Ridley. He has 2 catches on 5 targets. So, better than last week, but still not that impressive. I'm telling you what, chat. Third and 12. As long as we don't do a draw play. Oh, they had no runner back there, so it can't be a draw. They're bringing lots of heat, so we need guys to get open quick. Get it out of there. Incomplete. What is it? What is it? Oh, great. False start on the offense. False start. So the play didn't count, but, you know, false start. Okay. So many penalties. Team's so bad. It's tough, chat. I get it. It's tough. Ugh. And then next week, who we got? The Lions. That's going to be a tough stream, chat. It is. All right, looks like they're going to commercial break. It is 17:10 going into commercial break because they have a player down right now. I mean, we're only down 7 points, and it feels like we're down by like 20 points. That's how it feels. I don't even know how the game's this close, but it feels like we're down way further than we actually are. Where are we at right now? So, Mason Rudolph's now 19, 26, 164 yards and a touchdown. Not too much has improved since halftime.
With NFL Plus Premium, you too can be a football know.
All right. One of their guys got hurt, Bernard. He got stepped on. His foot got stepped on. He's going to try to walk it off. But 3rd and 17. You know a draw is coming. We got Pollard in the backfield. Nope, not a draw. That's a surprise. He's throwing it deep, deep. And he missed Ridley by about 5 yards. So that counts as another target for Ridley, even though it was nowhere near him. Nowhere near him. Ridley didn't have a chance. So if we're looking at Ridley right now, the last 2 games, man, it is just wild. He had 8 targets last game, 6 this game. So that is 14 targets and 2 catches. The accuracy hasn't been great, though. You can't even put those on Ridley. Just those couple drops he had. Realistically, he should have had... Oh, he had a drop today that went right through his hand. So if you had the 2... from last week, the 1 from this week is really like 5 catches he should have on his 18 or 14 targets, but that's how bad the accuracy's been, though. He's probably surprised when it actually gets to him. He's not even thinking about catching. He's just like, wow, they actually made it to me. But up to our defense again to try to stop Josh Allen. Oh, boy. All right, they're throwing it. And they caught it. They're running deep, running deep, running deep. And just like that, they're almost to the 20-yard line, chat. Ugh. Chat, if it stays like this, I don't know. I don't know how long I can do it for, chat. I'm so unmotivated right now to do the stream because the game is so bad. Just like that, they're already in field goal range in 1 pass. And now they're running, and they gain like 8 yards. 7, 8 yards. Let's see. Yep, 17-10. Looks like they're about to score there in the red zone. Oh, we actually stuffed him. Lynch back there. Yeah, talk about like a momentum swing, dude. I lost all momentum recently. I feel like I lost all momentum. The second half has just been a dud. A straight dud. Let's see. They got some motion happening. Come on, get a set. Nope, they throw it deep. And he caught it. Yep. Perfect dot. Perfect dot, chat. That is wild.
Yeah, we're going to have to take another look at this one because the challenge got out before the ball was snapped.
So challenge flag was in the air. Therefore, we're going to honor the challenge.
Hey, we got a challenge on the last one. Let's see.
The ball, it's got to hit the ground. And so that's why most coaches will drop it at the ground. You're not supposed to throw it. You're supposed to just drop it. So, but they're honoring it anyways.
Tennessee is challenging the rule on the field that the receiver did not complete the process of the catch.
So the ball's in his hands, 1 foot down, 2 foot down, and then he reaches. The question is, was that a football move, the reach? Generally it is.
Hmm.
I would say yes. I look at this. He catches the ball. He turns up the field. He goes to reach it now, and it's punched out.
Gene Steratore is with us. How do you see it, Gene?
That's you're probably gonna give him a catch.
Two fellas, I think he does complete the process with possession. 1 step, 2, and I think the turn upfield right there, and actually even a third step allows that to be the process completed in the final
Oh boy.
catch. I'm going to give him a catch on it as well.
Gene, how about the fact that the flag was in the air and they decided to give him the challenge?
I think if it leaves the hand, maybe we should review the throwing of the flag actually and see if it's officially out of the hand before the snap as well. Let's take it one more step. What do you think, guys?
It's like a three-pointer. You got to put it up before
But Gene,
goes to zero.
Gene, aren't I right that they're supposed to drop it? They're not
Chat, this score here, I don't know. Am I in the stream? I am totally unmotivated. I feel like I'm just boring right now because nothing's happening. I am so out of it. It is a horrible game. Honestly, I'm not even sure about next week. I like doing watch parties. I like people chatting in, joining, but man, it is just tough. The Titans is a tough watch to have and to talk about for 3 hours without just sounding like I'm complaining nonstop. It becomes tough.
pristine with Kincaid.
Well, Gene, while they continue to review, let me ask you something, because for Buffalo, they've got John Parry as an officiating consultant, a former referee. I'm sure you know him well. How about this trend maybe starting of former referees working for teams like Parry and the Bills?
Yeah, I think it's a great move by the teams, quite honestly, Andrew. I mean, John and I go back a long way. We're dear friends personally and had a long career together professionally. And I think it's a wise move because we understand, I think, some of the nuances. After review, the receiver did complete the process of the catch.
Yep.
Although we ruled down by contact on the field, but after reviewing the play, the ball was fumbled forward out of bounds. As a result, we are changing that ruling on the field. Tennessee's challenge is deemed to be successful. They will not be charged a timeout.
Okay, so we got a forced fumble.
Challenges remaining due to the successful challenge.
Interesting call there, Gene. He gets to save the timeout.
Okay.
Andrew, and I think John did a great job of explaining that because it
Okay, so we get to keep our challenges, chat. Apparently, we punched the ball out. It went out of bounds.
part of the fumble because that aspect has changed. They do not really lose that
43 seconds left in the third.
remaining, and a good job by John Hussey of explaining that.
All right, Gene, don't go anywhere, all right? We don't want to lose you to one of these teams, so don't answer the phone.
I like it where I am, Andrew. I'm not moving.
We like it too.
First and goal. And Josh Allen tried to scramble it, and he got stuff. He lost some yards. Good play by the Titans D. Good play by the Titans D.
Yeah, I like the call that you said, Jason, but the execution was muddled.
And Allen will
All right, chat. I think that wraps it up for this thing. I know there's only one quarter left. I can't do it no more. I'm over it. It wraps it up. Look, if anything, I'll do a post-game show tomorrow. Just make sure to tune in tomorrow. It'll be a post-game show. Wrap everything up. This game has been atrocious. It is boring. The second half, I cannot handle it. I tried staying here. It's just too much. I can't do it. It's hard to entertain when I am not being entertained. You know what I'm saying? It is a tough ask. But, yeah, tighten up. I'll see everybody next time.